Welcome back to Sports Beyond Cancer. This is Saurav Vitlamurthy, the host of the Sports Beyond Cancer channel here. Hope you're doing good. Today we are in for a double header. We are starting off with the game here in Ahmedabad here at the Narendra Modi Stadium here. And the story out here is South Africa have won the toss and they have put the opposition into bat here, West Indies into bat here, and straight away Keshav Maharaj has been thrown the ball, and West Indies have started off with a flyer here. Shy Hope taking on Maharaj there, and he's managed to hit 11 runs off the first 4 balls here. 11 runs coming off the first 5 balls here for West Indies. That's been the story so far. West Indies put into bat by South Africa after South Africa earlier won the toss, and Shy Hope hitting Keshav Maharaj for a big six, punishing him for short of a length delivery, and then he's managed to once again short of length delivery, and this time I think Dival Brevis there, the deep mid wicket region, has taken the catch but is fallen into the boundary there. That will be a 6 here. Dival Brevis, that was a good catch, but after taking the catch, he's dived into the boundary, and that will be a 6 here. Keshav Maharaj, what an expensive start here. 17 for no loss here. West Indies, they have gotten off to a flyer here. West Indies, 17 for no loss. 17 for no loss. What a wonderful start here for the West Indies here. Keshav Maharaj, the last ball, it was banged in shot once again, and Shy Hope was early to punish the ball, and he went for the big shot, pull shot, and this time he did not manage to clear the ropes. But Dival Brevis there putting a wonderful effort there. He took the catch, but he's rolled into the boundary there. He's dived into the boundary there, and that will be 6 runs there. 17 runs coming off the first over. What an intense start to this game here. And I'm game over 1 year. Thank you for your message, and thank you. Was just I had to cover 2 games, so just was a little bit late on that because we have the domestic cricket of Karnataka versus Jammu and Kashmir. So I was looking at those games too. Here is Marco Jansen this time running into ball to King here. He's tucked it away towards the wide of mid on there, and that'll just be a dot ball here. Well, what a first over there. And the last ball there, didn't time it too well there. Dival Brevis taking the catch, and he was running along, and he couldn't stop himself. He is gone into the boundary there. That will be 6 runs there for Dival Brevis. I hope the last ball of the previous over. He took the catch, wonderful catch there, but unfortunately rolled into the boundary there. That will be 4 So this time Brandon King Jansen, wonderful ball angling into the catch there, and a great shot here coming off the blade of Brandon King. Wonderfully timing the ball past the mid wicket fielder, and it then goes past the wide of mid on fielder there, and beautifully timed there. Did not try to hit it too hard, just punching it along the grounds, and the ball rolling away into the boundary there. 4 runs there for Brandon King. Absolute wonderful shot here. Here is Marco Jansen all set to come to bowl to King. Oh, wonderful ball. Completely beaten there. Brandon King early into the shot. No man's land, his feet stuck on the ground there, and Jansen forcing him to play the drive, and the ball being taken away from the batter there, and that will be just a dot ball there. Thank you. Game over 1. Yes, I was covering a domestic game this morning. It's a Ranji Trophy final here between Jammu and Kashmir and Karnataka. It's the pinnacle of domestic cricket here in India, pinnacle of red ball cricket in India in the domestic circuit, and Jammu and Kashmir is for the finals for the first time in 67 years. So it's a big game going on. So I was trying to cover it, but unfortunately there was some glitch with the scoreline there. Software provided by the Cracks website, so couldn't integrate that into the toolbox here. So tried as much as possible to cover it, and as of now, even put the scorecard here on the right top of the screens here. Karnataka is 136 for 4, and this time Jansen bangs it in a little bit short outside the leg stump, and that's enough for Brandon King. Stuck it away beautifully, and the ball will run away towards the deep fine leg boundary there. The field over there was extremely wide, and easy pickings there for Brandon King. Not the kind of line and length you would want to bowl to a batter of Brandon King's caliber on the pads, and he would hit it for 4 every single day. Here is Janssen. This time bank shot goes for the pull shot here, and it flies over the keeper's head, gone over the Quinton de Kock's head, and the ball running away into the boundary. 4 runs there. West Indies have got off to a dream start here. This is definitely looking like a 200 plus game here, as we know. This is definitely going to be looking like a 200 plus here. And they've already managed to put up 29 runs of just the 1.5 overs that they have batted here. It's an afternoon game in Ahmedabad. Definitely going to be a high-scoring thriller here. Here is Marco Jansen running into bowl to Brandon King. Good ball there. Good length climbing on the batter. He's tapped it back to the bowler there. That will be a dot ball there. That's the kind of length you need to bowl on the surface here. 12 runs coming off the second over. And 17 runs coming off the first over. A dream start here for West Indies here after being put into bat in this hot sun under the Ahmedabad surface here at the Narendra Modi Stadium here. To all the folks who joined in on Sports Beyond Cancer, this is Saurav Vittalmurthy. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Hope you're enjoying the commentary. We were trying to cover 2 games today, the Ranji Trophy final as well as the double header, but unfortunately the Ranji Trophy final we couldn't cover it properly because there was some issue with the Craig's live score lines, because they were not letting us integrate that score line into our stream. So that's the reason I just popped in a small scorecard in the top where it says Karnataka are currently 142 for 4, and we would also apologize if any of you did not like that scorecard being popped out there, but that's an equally important game for us because it's the pinnacle of domestic cricket, and Jammu Kashmir has come into the final for the first time in 67 years. So just popping a small scorecard on the top right of your screens there. And Rabada has been brought into the attack. The plan to bring in Keshav Maharaj for the first over did not work. The plan was to probably bring in left-hander and take the ball away from the right-handers there, but a couple of short balls and Shai Hope punishing Keshav Maharaj, and then the last ball unlucky there. Deval Brevis with a brilliant catch, but he's only managed to take the catch and dive into the boundary there. That will be that proved to be a costly start there. And thank you, Carl Jacob. Good morning to you too. Good morning to you too. Good morning to all the cricket. Good morning from Twitter to all the wonderful cricket fans. Thank you, Carl, for your wonderful message and for greeting all our fans and viewers here. 29 for no overs after 2.1 overs here. South Africa winning the toss and opting to bowl first on this hot sunny afternoon in Ahmedabad at the Narendra Modi Stadium here. Here is Rabada running into bowl to Hope. This time outside edge, Andy is gone. Good length delivery, shaping away from the batter there, and that will be the first breakthrough here. Shai Hope was looking dangerous. Has been dismissed, caught behind by Quinton de Kock. Rabada draws first blood here, and the West Indies skipper Shai Hope will have to make a long walk back. And he was lucky the last ball of the first over, when Keshav Maharaj, when he tried to hit Keshav Maharaj over the deep mid wicket. Deval Brevis taking that blinder, and unfortunately he rolled into the boundary there. But this time he has got an outside edge, gone for the wild drive, and the ball was climbing and moving away from the batter there, and Shai Hope unable to get good contact on the ground off the outside edge. He's been dismissed. Caught de Kock. Balled Rabada, dismissed for 16 there. The West Indies skipper will have to depart here. 29 for 1 here after 2.2 overs. Folks who joined us on Sports Beyond Cancer, thank you for tuning to us this wonderful afternoon here. This is a double header tonight, actually, and it's going to be a Group 1 clashes tonight. I think this is going to be a great contest. West Indies versus South Africa. One of the teams will face defeat for the first time in this tournament here. Both the teams until now undefeated in this tournament here, and here is Ramon to Maya. And it's Maya in the air, and it's just been dropped. He's been put down here. Hit Maya. What a big wicket that could have been. I think it's Corbin Bush. It was in the mid-on region there. Hetmeyer straight away. The ball angling into his bats. Tried to hit it over the mid-on fielder there. But Corbin Bush with a stretched hand. I think he's not timed his jump to perfection. Rabada wonderfully changing the pace on the ball. And Hetmeyer going along with the shot. That would have been a big, big wicket. Corbin Bush jumping. The ball was just going above him. And he did not time his jump perfectly there. And it goes through his hand. And that will be a big, big reprieve for West Indies as well as Hetmeyer here. Well, how big a wicket could have that been? This is this drop chance going to prove costly for South Africa here? Both the teams undefeated until now in this tournament. One of them will have to face defeat for the first time in this tournament here. And Hetmeyer, who's been in red hot form, he's been dropped off his first ball for a big duck, and he will get off the mark, coming back for 2 runs here. What a drop chance there. Rabada definitely not happy. So is Albi Mokel not happy there. That was a big, big chance here. Hetmeyer. And this time Hetmeyer goes. Hetmeyer doesn't survive long. He does not capitalize on the drop chance there. This time once again banged in shot. And he goes for the pull shot. But this time he's held wonderfully by Keshav Maharaj in the mid-wicket region there. He's the dive to his right. Ball was travelling, and Keshav Maharaj, a wonderful catch there. Once again banged in shot, and Hetmeyer in no position to clear the infield there. And the ball was travelling, and Keshav Maharaj just had to move a couple of yards to his right and go for the reverse cup, put in the dive, and Rabada will be happy. And no wonder the most happiest person now on the ground will be Corbin Bush, who had dropped Hetmeyer of the previous delivery. And now Hetmeyer, he does not make a utilization of his drop chance, and he has to depart here for just 2 runs here. And 31 for 2 runs. South Africa making a strong comeback after the initial assault. They are making a strong comeback here as West Indies are 31 for 2 after 2.5 overs. What a turnaround here. A drop chance by Corbin Bush. Hetmeyer, next ball is one and once again after a couple of balls he's given a straight catch towards the mid-wicket region there, and he will have to depart. The big fish here for West Indies departs here. Hetmeyer, he's been amongst the ranks throughout this tournament, but he has been dismissed here by a wonderful bowling here from Rabada. He's picked up 2 wickets in this over. He still has 1 more ball in this over here, and can he get a 3rd one here? Can he put West Indies extremely on the back foot here? What is happening out there at the Narendra Modi Stadium? They started so well, 29 runs coming off the first 2 overs, and then the 3rd over here bringing on Rabada, and he's managed to pick up 2 wickets for 2 runs here and has dented the West Indies top order here. Roman Powell was there in the middle a little bit too early than he would have fancied, but Rabada picking up this 2 wickets in the same over within a span of 4 balls. He's managed to pick up 2 wickets here. Here is Rabada one last time in this over. Good ball, good length delivery, pitching on middle and shaping away from the batter there. He's happy to tap it away towards the square of the point fielder there, and that will be a single to end the over. 3 runs and 2 wickets coming off Rabada's first, and with that West Indies now 32 for 2 after the end of 3 overs. What a turnaround this over has been. Rabada, a double wicket over here, and he's managed to put back South Africa back into the driver's seat here, picking up those 2 crucial wickets, especially the big fish there. Shimron Hetmeyer being dismissed for just 2 runs. He gave an opportunity and Corbin Bush dropped it, but once again he's made the same mistake, tried to force the shot, pull the shot, and he's only managed to hit it straight down the throat of Keshav Maharaj, who's taken a wonderful catch, moving a couple of yards towards his right because the ball was travelling, and with the reverse cup outstretched hand, he's managed to hold on to the catch there. Wonderful stuff there from Keshav Maharaj, and that's what we say, the catches win your matches, and Keshav Maharaj there taking that catch wonderfully. And 32 for 2 after 3 overs, and Lungi Ngidi, he's been brought into the attack. He's been a good find in this tournament here for South Africa. He's been performing on a consistent basis, especially the kind of variations he brings in. Here is Lungi Ngidi running into Roman Powell this time, wide outside the off stump, and is just guided away towards the 3rd man region there. Stubbs will complete the proceedings as the batters cross over for a single here. Lungi Ngidi this series, I mean the last 1.5 years, he's completed completely transformed himself. He's understood the game better. He's understood the dimensions better. Especially, no one's bowling the slower dipping full tosses better than him. The kind of slower dipping full tosses he bowls, absolutely, he's learned the art. He's mastered the art, to be honest. And he's been dominating the bowlers with that lower, slow full tosses, slow dipping full tosses, especially at the death and back of the hand deliveries. And then the way he suddenly surprises you by bowling those bouncers, and then the off cutters, Lungi Engedi, absolutely never giving a chance for the batter to ring the kind of ball he's going to bowl. This time, half volley outside the off stump, and Brandon King wouldn't miss out on that. He is a strider for. He's taken a stride forward and he's driven it through the cover region there, and the ball runs away into the boundary there. 4 runs there. A good shot here for from Brandon King to get this boundary here. Here is Lungi Angri running into bowl to Brandon King. Once again, banged in shot out of with outside the off stump. Once again, going to the same direction. It was a replica, a replay of the previous ball, and it will be the same result there. Consecutive boundaries coming off the blade of King, and that will definitely do a world of good for him. Yeah, Lungi Angri running into bowl through. This time, that's the kind of ball he wants. And has he managed to get the outside edge? Yes, he has managed to get the outside edge. A good length delivery, climbing on the batter there. Brandon King just tried to take his bat away, but he's got the outside edge and he's been caught there. Third wicket down here. Lungi Angri, he's got the breakthrough. He's had the final off. He was hit for 2 consecutive boundaries, but now he's come back and bowled the better line. The ball, hitting the deck hard, good steam position there, and the ball was climbing on the batter there. And Brandon King just trying to guide it away towards the third man region there. Only one find the outside edge, and Lungi have the final off here. Third wicket down here for West Indies. They seem to be in some trouble now. 3 wickets down. They started on a good note, but all of a sudden 3 wickets down, and Brandon King, who batted beautifully until now, 21 of London's, he has to go back. He has to take the long walk back there, and that will be 41 for 3 here. For West Indies here, they are in some deep kind of trouble here. They're losing wickets continuously in the last span of 9 balls. They lost 3 wickets in a span of 9 balls. They have managed to lose 3 wickets here, and it will be a big concern here for the West Indies here. 41 for 3, and they still have a long batting lineup. The likes of Rutherford, Roston Chase, Romario Shepherd, Jason Holder, Michael Forde. So they bat extremely deep. West Indies and South Africa, both these teams bat extremely deep, and the kind of resources they have, a captain, any captain would cherish to have the kind of resources with which both these teams have. And that's the reason I keep saying that they bat as deep as Corbin Walsh and they bat as deep as Matthew Ford. Lot of batters still to come, the likes of Roston Chase, then Jason Holder, so they're extremely bad deep. So nothing to win for West Indies, but they just have to build a partnership here. The run rate is extremely high, 11.18, but it's just the wicket column that will be bothering them. 41 for 3. Here is Lungi running into bowl to Chase. Angling into the pass, incoming delivery, and distracted away towards the mid-wicket region there. And Keshav Maharaj will run back and he'll cut the ball before the boundary, and the batters will cross for 2 runs there. And Chase is off the mark with this couple here. Lungi Angri, the kind of bounce he gets, the kind of variations, every single ball he's trying out something out there. He's always trying out something, and this is in this tournament he's mastered the art of the slow dipping full toss. And the way he's also coming and cranking it that 140 plus clicks, and then also bowling the Yorkers there. and Indian fans will be supporting the South Africans tonight. They are extremely hoping that South Africa. And one more wicket goes. What is happening out there? Ross Sanchez, a lazy shot here. Lapse in concentration. Good link delivery. The ball was going outside the off stump, and he's played the drive shot without any footwork there. His feet stuck to the ground off the inside edge. He's chopped on to back to the stumps there. He's chopped on back to the stumps, and Ross Sanchez will have to depart here. He is clean goal. Lungi Angidi. Oh, poor shot there. No footwork at all. Stranded onto the crease. The ball was climbing on the batter there. It was climbing high, and he wanted to play the back foot. He wanted to play the punch along the ground towards the offside, off the inside edge. It's crashed into the stumps, and Ross Sanchez will have to depart with over just 2 runs here. What a turnaround here. Kagiso Rabada picking up 2 wickets in the first over. Kagiso Rabada picking up 2 wickets in the previous over. And now Lungi Engidi picking up 2 wickets in this over. After being hit for 2 fours, Lungi Engidi has made a comeback and he's managed to pick up 2 wickets in this over here. So 43 for 4 after 4 overs here. And South Africa running through the West Indies top order here. 43 for 4, courtesy 2 wickets of the previous over by Rabada and 2 wickets of this over by Lungi Engidi. The pacers keeping them, the right arm pacers keeping them under control. The West Indies run rate here, they are bringing back. The run rate is extremely good there. The run rate is close to 10.11, almost 10.75. It's just the wicket column that will be bothering West Indies here. With nevertheless 43 for 4, Ross Chase being cleaned up by Lungi Engidi here. This time, Rabada into the attack, and Rowan Powell guides it away towards the deep backward point region there, and that'll be just 1 run here. And Sharfain Rutherford is out there in the middle, 27 years old, 49th ranking in the ODI T20 rankings there, ICC ODI T20 rankings there, and he is a powerful unit there, and he can bat sensibly. We all seen him through the ages, and he has been in some good form here in this series, and coming into this series too. Scoring 340 plus runs with a strike rate of 165 plus in the South African T20 League. He's definitely carrying some good form here. And here is Rabada all set to bowl to Rutherford. Good length delivery, angling into the pads, and he's just tapped it towards the mid-off region there. That'll be a dot ball here. 44 for 4. Take a bow, ladies and gentlemen. Here is Rabada. This time Rutherford punches it wonderfully off the back foot. The ball goes past the diving fielder there in the point region. Can they come back for the second run? Yes, they will come back for the second run here. That'll be 2 runs for Rutherford, and he's off the mark there. Good shot there, coming off the blade of Rutherford there. Wonderfully timing the ball in the gap past the point fielder there, and the ball running away towards the boundary, and it's been cut off there in the deep, and the batter's having sufficient time to cross over for 2 runs here. Here is good ball, good delivery. And Rutherford happy to tap it back to Rabada. That'll be a dead ball. 140.2 clicks on that one. These South African bowlers, wonderful. They can crank, all the 4 pacers can crank about 140, 145 plus, and Rabada especially. The pro pacers, when he bowls at 145 plus kilometers per hour, imagine being the batter and the ball coming from such a high release point and then coming into your toes at that speed. Absolutely nightmare there for any batter there. Here is Rabada running in this time to Rutherford. Once again, outside the off stump, and Rutherford punches it along the ground towards the point region there. That'll be just 1 run there. Good shot there. Is this one? I'm still doing at 5:54. Looking at here in the and good morning to your call, Jacob. Um, definitely hope that a green start for West Indies, to be honest, putting up 29 runs for the first uh, 2 overs, and then it turned out to be a nightmare. Next 2 overs, giving away 2 wickets in Fradara's overs, and then 2 wickets coming off Lungi's over. Just a matter of 12 balls, 10 balls to be honest, 4 wickets falling in a matter of 10 balls, and that was the South African. Otherwise, it was a dream start for West Indies, scoring 29 of the first two, and then it turned out to be a nightmare in the last 2 overs here. So 47 for 4 after 5 overs here, and that'll be end of second over. He's the 2 for 7 runs. He's leading some tight lines here, and he's ranking up the pace, especially going at the 140s here, and that'll be the end of the over. 47 for 4 for 5 overs here. Marco Hansen, he was expensive of his first over, giving away 12 runs here. This time, good length delivery, and Rutherford happy to just defend it towards the cover fielder there. That'll be just hit out the ball there. Here is Marco Hansen. This time it's been taken off. He's dropped it. Lungi Sanangiri, I think he's dropped it. The ball was climbing on the batter there. And Rutherford wanted to get over the short third man fielder there. And Lungi Sanangiri, an outstretched, and he jumped, he's timed his jump to perfection. But I think he's somewhere lost the ball as he tried to hold on to the ball there. The ball was climbing on the batter. And Rutherford opening the face of the bat. And Lungi Sanangiri on the edge of the line in the short third man region there. Timed his jump to perfection, but could not latch on to the catch. The catch popping out of his hands and running away towards the third man region. And the fielder in the deep will cut it out, and that will just be 1 run if I'm not wrong there. That could have been a big wicket here. Rutherford falling here would have been an absolutely big wicket here. 48 for 4, 5.3 overs. Rutherford's been dropped here on 3 by Lungi Angiri. The match to crossover for 1 run here. Here is Powell. Good length delivery, good delivery outside the off stump, a fuller length delivery, and he's driven it straight to the cover fielder. That'll be a dot ball here. Rutherford dropped here for 3 runs here. How costly can that be? It was a little bit tough chance, but Lungi Angiri did all the extra hard work. He managed to reach there. He put in the dive jump to perfection, but only failing to latch onto the ball there, and that'll be a reprieve for Sheffield Rutherford. That's the kind of luck you would need going to in your way, especially in this sort of a contest, in this sort of a tournament, in this sort of phase here. After your team's in trouble, early trouble here this time. Beautiful ball climbing onto the batter. He's just tapped it away onto his toes, and that'll just be a dot ball here. 48 for 4 after 5.5 overs here. This time, a full-length delivery outside the off stump, and Rahman Powell has driven it wonderfully past the cover fielder, in between the cover fielder and the mid-off fielder there. The ball rolling away into the boundary there. That will be 52 for 4 after the end of 6 overs here. The first drinks break here. The power play is done and dusted, and 52 for 4 here. And definitely, despite the runs put on board, South Africa will believe that they have the upper hand here, removing four batters of the West Indian top order, and definitely South Africa will believe that they have an upper hand going into this drinks break here. After putting into bat by West Indies, into by South Africa, West Indies started the innings wonderfully, scoring 29 runs of the first 2 balls, and then Rabada comes into the third order. He's picked up 2 wickets there, and then Lungi Angiri comes into the 4th over. He was smashed for 2 boundaries, but he makes a comeback and picks 2 wickets there. And they have managed to remove the top 4 batters here of the West Indies lineup here. But nevertheless, Rutherford is still out there along with Roman Powell. And as you can see on the screens there, Brandon King was dismissed for 21. Shai Hope 16 of 6. Shimron Hetma, poor short selection there from Shimron Hetma. He got a reply as the catch was dropped, but he once again trying to go over the infield was hauled out towards the mid-wicket fielder there. And with that said, 52 for 4 after 6 overs here. After putting into bat by the South Africans, West Indies here, 29 for no loss in the first 2 overs, and then 2 wickets in each over of the overs of and then Lungi Angiri putting West Indies on the back foot here, and they have lost 4 wickets for 52 runs. In the first phase of this game, the fifth of the power play. Power play is done and dusted now. 52 is not a bad score, but it's the wickets in the wicket column that were bothering West Indies here. For South Africa, they have made a comeback into this game after being thwarted for the first 2 overs. Great comeback by Rabada and great bowling there by Lungi Angiri there to get those 2 wickets here. The required run rate just 8.67. And to all the folks who are streamed on to Sports Beyond Cancer, please take this moment as it's a drink break. It'll take just 2 seconds of your life there. Just 2 seconds of your life. Just hit the subscribe button and hop on back into the stream here. Just hit the subscribe button because every single subscription will help us in this journey, will help us in this fight there. So just take this moment, hit the subscribe button and hop on back into the channel here. And 52 for 4, and after the end of power play, Corbin Bosch has been straight away thrown the ball here. He has been wonderful, Corbin Bosch, in this tournament. He has bowled brilliantly, especially the kind of bouncers he bowls and the kind of Yorkers he's been bowling. He's been good revelation here for South Africa. Here is Bosch running into ball to Sheffield Rutherford. It's a cut point past the point fielder there, and the fielder there in the sweeper coverage, and he'll cut off. And I think the batters will come back for 2 runs there. Good shot there by Rutherford. The ball was outside the off stump, a little bit short, and he's gone for the cut shot, and he's managed to get up 2 runs there for himself and the team here. Here is Bosch. This time banks it in short, and Rutherford has pulled it away into the deep square leg region there. Great shot there. Not the kind of ball you'd want to bowl to Rutherford. Banks it in short. 140.3 clicks on that one, and a lot of pace on offer, and a lot of time for Rutherford to pick it up. He got underneath the ball and he smashed it way into the deep mid square leg region there. 81 meter 6 there coming from the blade of Rutherford, and that will definitely boost his confidence and also bring back the hopes in the West Indian dugout there. 60 for 4 and some smiles there on Darren Sammy's face there. 60 for 4 after 6.2 overs. The run rate 9.47. Here is Corbin Bosch. Can he get the better? Can he have the final laugh here? Rutherford all set, and this time it's banged in shot once again. He's hit it high in the air. He's hit it high in the air, and it's just gone. Lurking, the ball is lurking above Deacock's head there, and that will be an easy catch there for the wicket keeper there. Deacock, what is happening out there in the West Indian camp? Until now, they were undefeated in this tournament, and now they are now falling like 9 pins out there. Rutherford, who's just managed to get a six off the last ball, and they have a healthy run rate. It's not like they are struggling at 6 or 5. They have a healthy run rate close to 9.5 here, and unwanted shot here. Absolutely throwing away his wicket here. Rutherford, the ball was banged in shot outside the off stump. He was a little bit early into the shot, only coming off the bottom edge. I think the bottom edge or the outside edge of the bat, and the ball lurking in the air for quite some time as Quinton de Kock settles himself underneath the ball, and he's managed to hold on to the catch. And Sheriff and Rutherford will have to depart here for 12 runs of 10 balls, and that will be the half the side back in the dugout here at in the 7th over. The 60 for 5 after 6.3 overs here. Sharfane, Rutherford, poor shot selection there. Judgment, big error in judgment there. He's just managed to get a six. He's once again gone for the pull shot here. And Corbin Bush, no wonder, was elated after a sight every fast bowler would like to see, especially after being hit for a big six. He comes back and picks up the big wicket of the batter there. So that's the kind of story happening here out in the Narendra Modi Stadium. Corbin Bush hit for a six. He's made a comeback next ball, and he's managed to pick up the wicket of the big, dangerous Sheriff and Rutherford here. And to all the folks who are joined in on this team, welcome back to Sports Beyond Cancer. This is Saurav Vittamurthy, a former sports journalist, fighting my battle with my 5th cancer there. So please help the subscribe button there, because every single subscription will make the world a better place for me, will make me stay motivated, and will also make me believe in this ways, universe's ways and life, because I've battled 5 cancers at the age of 33 there. This time Bosch once again, good length delivery, angling into the batter there. Jason Holder is just tapped it back towards the coverage, and that'll be a dot ball here. So kindly hit that subscribe button and take this. It's just going to cost you 2 seconds of your life, and it could just promote me to me my entire life, because that would mean the world and life to me, because getting those motivation, getting those supporters will definitely make me motivated, because I have been on the sidelines of the bed battling life and death for the past 2.5 years. And also do let us know in the chat box there from which part of the world you're watching the stream, or which city you're watching the stream from, and which team you're supporting in this game here. Here is Bosch running in to ball to Holder. Good length delivery, angling into the batter there, and he's managed to tap it just towards the mid-off region there. That will be a dot ball here. Here is Bosch. One last time in this over to Jason Holder. Oh, the ball was outside the off stump, and Holder, without any footwork, they're trying to cut it or guide it towards the third man region there. He's been beaten for pace, and that'll be a dot ball to end the over. 60 for 5 after the end of 7 overs, and what a dream turnaround there for the South Africans here. And in this over, Corbin Bosch managing to get the better for the first ball, banged in shot. It had a little bit of width to him and was angling into the body. So Rutherford swirling and smashing for a big six. But the second time he was unlucky. He was early into the shot. This time the ball was being taken away from the left-hander, and he's only managed to slice it high in the air above the head of the wicketkeeper. And Quinton de Kock completes the proceedings, and he's been dismissed here as West Indies are now 60 for 5 after 7 overs. Thank you to all those people who have managed to hit the subscribe button there. I see 2 members have managed to hit the subscribe button there. Thank you so much. That means the world to me. Thank you extremely so much. And please share to your friends and family, because we definitely want to build a community here. Keshav Maharaj into the attack. He was expensive off the first over, giving away 17 runs. And now he's been brought back in this power play. Now with the field restrictions relaxed, so Keshav Maharaj will have more freedom to bowl. Finesse and with more reason to throw across the ball in the air and tempt his batters to come out of the crease there. Beautiful ball dangling into the wickets there. He struck it away towards the long on region. That'll just be a single run. 61 for 5. Here is Maharaj. This time angling into the stumps, he's trickled it down towards the deep mid-wicket region there. That'll just be a single here for Holder. West Indies, on the other hand, will have to play sensibly. They realize that they have a good run rate because the run rate is around 8.37. That the current run rate. I think they can take it slow and build a partnership here, because that will be extremely key here. If South Africa get 1 or 2 more wickets, then definitely they'll be done with the game here, because this partnership is extremely crucial, and they will need to rotate the strikes just like they're doing it here. Powell guiding it towards the long on and picking up a single here, and they will need to take the game deep as much as possible there. Probably get towards 120 or 130 or 110 at the end of the 15th over, and then give themselves an outside chance to take on the last 4 or 5 overs, like just like how New Zealand scored those last 74 runs of 70, last 74 runs of just 17 balls. You never know what could happen in this game of cricket here. This time, flighted outside the off stump, a lot of room there, and Jason Holder comes down on one leg and is lifted straight over the long offering. The ball sailing into the boundary there. 6 runs there coming off the blade of Jason Holder there. That'll do a world of good for him. He's been struggling for some rounds recently. And wonderful shot there. Coming in with the arm here, Keshav Maharaj, and he's been smashed to a long off for 6 runs there. This time he's angling it into the pads there. All he can do is tuck it away towards the deep mid-wicket. That'll be a single here. And he'll keep the strike here, Jason Holder. And after the end of the 8th over, West Indies 70 for 5. And this time, Lungi Angry, he's picked up his 3rd wicket here. The ball banged in short outside the off stump, and Powell going for the big drive through the cover region there. I think it's Deval Bravis, if I'm not sure. Is it Deval Bravis or is it Aiden Markram? They're taking the catch. We'll have to wait for the replays here. And the dream start continues here for South Africa here. What is West Indies doing here? This was once again banged in short outside the off stump here. Roman Powell hit it straight down the throat towards Deval Bravis here. He's gone for the reverse cup despite the ball travelling with such power there. Lungi Angry picking up his 3rd wicket of the evening here, and Roman Powell has to depart here for 9 runs here. What is happening here? Caught Brevis, bowling it. West South Africa running through this West Indian batting order here. 71 for 6. This is a high scoring pitch. Remember, this is the Ahmedabad pitch. This is a high scoring venue, especially in the afternoon games. But West Indies throwing away the wickets here. Once again, banged in short outside the off stump. He has gone for the drive towards the cover region, but unable to keep the ball down. He's only managed to hit it down the throat of the fielder there in the cover region there. And that will be 71 for 6 as Roman Powell has to depart for 9 runs of 11 balls there. What a turnaround here And please do let us know in the chat box which team are you supporting tonight in this game, and also which team are you rooting for, and from which part of the city or world you are watching this stream from. That will be extremely helpful because that will make us feel like that we're having a human conversation and not just talking to the camera out here. So thank you so much for streaming on to Sports Beyond Cancer here. Let's build a community here. Share with your friends and family. Share it with your friends and family, and also let them know about this stream here, and also let them know about the kind of content we do here, the kind of community we're building here. We're all building a community so that we get associated with all the like-minded people who have a passion for sports, who are who live around sports, who breathe sports. So just the reason we are here at Sports Beyond Cancer. Kindly hit the subscribe button there. A hard little take 2 seconds of your life there. One subscribe for you, but it'll mean the life to me. 71 for 6. Lungi Angiri is into the attack here, and Michael Matthew Fore is out there in the middle. Can Lungi Angiri get this 2 more wickets here? This time banged in shot outside the off-stump. Wild slash again. Once again, what are you doing? Wind is here. Just going past the outside edge into the keeper's hands there. That'll be a dot ball there. This time a full length delivery, and it's driven towards the sweeper coverage, and that will be a single here. Carl Jacob, thank you for your message. Once again, what is happening to Wind is exactly the same question on every cricketing fan's minds here. What is happening there? Especially the way they started. 29 for no loss after 2 overs, and then 2 wickets of Rabada's overs, 2 wickets of Lungi Angiri's over, and Lungi Angiri coming back and picking up 1 more wicket here. 3 for 13 here, and Corbin was picking up the wicket of Rutherford, and now Lungi Angiri coming back and picking up his 30. Once again, loose shot here, lapse in concentration from Jason Holder. The ball banged in short outside the off-stump, tries to guide the ball towards the short third man. Once again, missing the bat, and that'll be a dot ball there. T. Grey Host, thank you for your message there. So bless you, thank you so much. Hope you're doing good. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Hope you're enjoying the commentary. Hope you're enjoying the game there. And looks like West Indies in some trouble. We need a big partnership right now. Definitely West Indies needs a big partnership right now. They need to play some sensible cricket here. They need to take the game as deep as possible because they are almost more than half a side back in the dugout within the first 8.5 overs here. And this time he's tucked it away. He said it straight towards the point on the bounce there. That'll be a dot ball to end the over. And Lungi Angiri continuing his extreme hot red form there. 3 for 13 after 2 overs here for Lungi Angiri. 3 overs big run after 2 overs, beg your pardon there, and that'll be the end of the over. 72 for 6 after 9 here. And we need a big partnership right now. Definitely, they need a big partnership, especially these two between the Jason Holder and Matthew Fore. They need to take the game deep. We all saw what New Zealand did with them being at a similar situation. New Zealand were 88 for 6 at one stage, and at least West Indies have a better strike rate, run rate here. But New Zealand were 88 for 6 at the end of the 13th over, and then they were around 99 for 6 at the end of the 16th over, and the last 4 overs they smashed the Sri Lankan bowlers apart, and they managed to put up 70 runs of the last 4 overs. If they can do it, no wonder these batters, West Indian batters, who we all know, these guys can bat long, these guys can talk the ball hard, and they just need to be patient and rotate the strike and wait for the loose balls, and then capitalize on the loose balls, and then counter-attack the South African camp in the last in the last few overs there. So that should be the strategy for West Indies, because they still have a long way, 11 more overs to go. They need to be calm, and they need to wait for the chances, and they need to just rotate the strike. It's been something. This is the cricket West Indies has always been vulnerable towards, because it's either go big or go home. That is the kind of cricket they have been playing in this format of the game, like go big or go home kind of a shots. And definitely they need to rotate the strikes here. So that will be extremely key. Once again, banged in shot. This time Matthew Fore has pulled it away away. This time going towards the wide of long on region there. One bounce into the boundary there. 4 runs there. Good shot there. Poor ball there from Marco Jansen. Half tracker climbing onto the batter, but he had all the time in the world for it, and he is rocked back and he's pulled it away beautifully for a boundary there towards the wide of long on region there. Thank you, Sandiford Behari. This is what they call big man cricket. Definitely, this is what they call big man cricket here. And no wonder West Indies 76 for 6. And Aidan Markram having a few words with Marco Jansen here. Here is Marco Jansen running into ball to forward this time, and as it caught just going past the outside edge once again. A poor cricket just in the greed to get that 1 run, to run it down towards the third man for that single, just passing the outside edge. A ball pitching and coming into the batter there, and what a wonderful ball there as the ball goes past the outside edge, and great carry into the hands of into the gloves of Quinton de Kock there. Great carry, great bounce there. That's the kind of high release point Marco Jansen comes in with, and he's bowling wonderfully on the surface. This time banged in shot once again. Matty shot goes for the full shot. Has he managed to clear the fielder there? Yes, he has managed to clear the field there. The ball sailing away into the deep mid-wicket region there. 6 runs there. A great shot here. 133 we clicks on that one, and that was banged in shot, angling a little bit away from the batter there. And Matthew Forde rocks back and he's pulled it away with conviction, and the ball sailing into the stands there. 6 runs there. And Marco Jansen and Matthew Forde exchanging some words there. Heated exchange out there between the two players there. Unwanted, but definitely there's some heated exchange out there between the batter as well as the bowler, especially after hitting him for 6. Matthew Forde has something to say here. Will Jansen pick up a wicket and have the final laugh here? Here is Jansen running in. Good length delivery, angling into the pads. He's only managed to tap it towards the cover fielder there. That will be a dot ball here. Here is Jansen running into Forde. Once again, banged in shot. This time outside the leg stump, and that will be end of the over. Dot ball to end the over. 10 overs, 82 for 6 at the halfway stage here. West Indies, halfway stage of the West Indies innings here. 82 for 6 West Indies, but they will be extremely disappointed with the amounts of wickets they have given away. 82 is a very good runs here on this wicket in the first half of this game, first half of this first innings here. But 6 wickets is extremely what will be bothering West Indies camp here. 82 for 6 after 10 overs, and Marco Jansen 3 overs, none for 27 here. Well, in the Ranji Trophy final there, what's happening there? Shreyas Gopal has finally been dismissed there in the Ranji Trophy game between Jammu and Kashmir and Karnataka. And Karnataka now 162 for 5. This could be a history in making here. Jammu and Kashmir for the first time in the finals in the 67 years of Ranji cricket. They are into the finals, and they're taking on a strong Karnataka team which has the like of international stars, which also has the likes of KL Rahul, Mayank Agarwal, Devdutt Padikkal and Karun Nair. And Jammu and Kashmir putting up a 584 on board with 584 on board with the 6 of the 7 batters notching up 50s, and in return Akib Nabi continuing his good form there, and he's put the Karnataka batters in trouble, removing them, and once again now Yudhvir managed to remove Shreyas Gopal, who was looking promising there. So Karnataka now 162 for 5 here, and the umpire coming back to this game here in the World Cup here. The umpire is having a word with Matthew Forde to calm things down, because they had a heated exchange there between him and the likes of Marco Jansen. This time Forde, what is he doing? What sort of a shot to play under these circumstances? All Darren Sammy can do is smile at the situation there. The ball, Corbin Bosch bowling into the pads there, and Matthew Forde trying to play the scoop shot. I'm not sure if it was a scoop or what was it. Corbin Bosch rolling his fingers on the ball, good length delivery, and the ball was climbing on the batter there, and he has just closed the face of his bat, and he wanted to guide the ball towards the deep fine leg region there, and the ball going aerially high in the air, and Ryan Rickleton, what a catch, running in from the deep square leg region into the infield there, and he has managed to take a catch with where the ball was dying onto him, and the seventh wicket is down here, 83 for 7. Absolutely Matthew Ford throwing his team down under the bus here. Matthew Ford, absolutely, he dare not make contact with Darren Sammy or Shai Hope when he gets back into that room there. Poor cricket here, immature cricket there, and highly irresponsible. The team is struggling at 83 for 6. 10 overs to go, and he plays this kind of unconventional scoop shot without any power behind the shot, no follow through, only hoping for the ball to go off the bowler space there, and cleverly bowled there from Corbin Bosch, rolling his fingers, realizing that Matthew Ford will go for the big shot there, and Matthew Ford, not the kind of cricket you would want to see being played at this sort of a level here, and definitely deserves to be out back to the pavilion there with that kind of shot. You can't expect the ball to travel into the boundary, nor can you expect nor do you expect a batter of his caliber to play such kind of a shots when the team requires you build a partnership here. That's the reason I keep saying that the innings between McConkey and Mitchell Santner, absolutely highly mature innings, absolutely highly irresponsible innings. They took the game as deep as possible. They knew they were struggling at 82 for 6 and at the end of 13th over, and then they were struggling at 99 for 6 at the end of 16th over. They did not give up. From the 12th over to the 16th over, they just managed to put on 15 or 17 runs of the next 24 balls, and then when the situation was right, they capitalized on it, and then they took their chances because they want to take the game deep as much as possible to put as many runs on board. But Matthew Ford here throwing away his wicket, and Corbin Bosch having his second wicket of the night here, of the evening here. Here is Corbin Bosch running into Romario Shepherd, this time banged in shot. Oh, and he's been hit on the helmet there. Romario Shepherd is hit on the helmet here. I think the physio will have to come to do a concussion test here. That the ball was not climbing onto the batter there. Romario Shepherd thought it would be going way ahead, but unfortunately the ball did not rise as much as he expected, and it's hit his helmet, and the West Indies physio will be out on the ground as soon as possible here. But he seems to be fine, the big man. He's a big unit here, Romario Shepherd, and he seems to be fine, and there he is nodding and smiling, so definitely he's fine there. That looked nasty, extremely nasty. To all the folks who have joined us on Sports Beyond Cancer, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button there. Every single subscription will mean the world to us. Every single subscription will help us along this battle in this fight against cancer. My fifth battle against cancer at the age of 33. So last 2.5 years I've been fighting life and death, sitting on the edge of my bed. And now that I'm luckily entered remission phase, I started something on this YouTube platform to continue my passion for sports and sports journalism. Since the childhood, I've always fascinated to become a sports journalist, promote sports in the right direction, and that's the reason I've pursued my education in that direction, my career in that direction. 4 years of working as a sports journalist in India, 4 years of working as a sports journalist in New Zealand, covering the various leagues, the Tokyo Olympics, the likes of the Indian Premier Leagues, the major leagues in rugby, the major leagues in basketball, even the grassroots leagues all over the country. And unfortunately, the fifth cancer struck in, and I had to return home back from New Zealand. And the last 2.5 years, battling it on the sidelines of my bed here, with battling life and death, with no motivation to wake up, no motivation to think about anything else. And I held on to the hope, and so finally I entered remission phase. Still a long way to go in this treatment. I still have my plastic surgeries to go. I still have my rehab and remission phase to go. But so I thought, why don't we start something on the YouTube platform so that I stay connected to my passion of sports and sports journalism, because I did not want to show cancer or show to the world that because of the 5 cancers I had to give up on my passion. So here I am, staying resilient, and that's the reason I started this journey. This is just a learning curve, because I'm extremely new to YouTube, extremely new to streaming and the platforms and how to use the tools and stuff. So this is a learning curve for me. Hopefully I'll learn it every single day. I'm learning a new stuff every single day. I'm improving myself there. So that's the reason I've started this. Until this remission and rehabilitation phase goes, I'm starting out this journey so that I stay connected with the passion. And thank you for all the motivation you guys have given me in this battle against cancer, in this battle to give me the hope to believe in myself and to also pursue my passion. That means the world to me. And because of you guys, I have become consistent in waking up, and every single day have a purpose to wake up. Earlier, for the past 2.5 years, I had no purpose to wake up, because all I had to think about was would I survive, why me, 5 cancers at the age of 33. But now, because of you people and all the love, I'm back pursuing my passion here, and that's the reason the name behind the channel, Sports Beyond Cancer here. So please hit the subscribe button and kindly help us along this journey, and let's all build a community here at Sports Beyond Cancer here. And the Tigray host, West Indies back to their old ways, no patience. Exactly, Tigray host exactly said 11 overs, 86 for 7. That's what I said. It's all about playing that kind of a game here, hit out or get out. I think it's an old adage which has been used a lot of times against the West West Indies in the recent times, especially in this format of this game. It's either go big or go home. That kind of a cricket here. I think definitely not going to work against South Africa there, and definitely no patience at all. Rightfully put there. Tigre host Carl Jacob. Thank you for your message once again. 4-day playing backyard cricket of 6 and out as children when we hit in the neighbors house. Definitely, Carl Jacob, wonderfully put there. A wonderful relation and example there. Rightfully spotted there, Carl Jacob. Absolutely, what a resemblance there. Absolutely took me back to that sort of. Definitely took me back to that sort of nostalgia there. Playing definitely that was looked like a backyard cricket there. 6 and out, and the kind of shot he played. It's not about him getting out. It's okay if you get out. If you don't get runs, it's okay. It's acceptable. But the kind of wicket you throw away, the kind of dismissal is what hurts a cricketing fan, especially irrespective of the country. Let's not keep the boundaries here. Irrespective of the country, whichever country you're supporting, it's not a good sight for us to see such kind of a cricketing shot here, especially at that level. They're throwing away the wicket when it's 83 or 85 for 6, and your team needs to be you to be there. If he had gone for a big shot where he had come in through with the complete follow through, or where he had given charge down the ground and given the full swing of the bat, I would still believe that it's a wrong way to approach the game. But I still believe that he tried to go for the big shot here. But the kind of shot he played, like playing the lap shot out of nowhere for an incoming ball on a good length delivery and a slow one coming in from the hand, no force behind that, no follow through, just trying to scoop it in the air, and the ball going nowhere, just aerially there. Absolutely did not make any sense there. Absolute no brainer there. Throw the entire the West Indies team under the bus, and once again expose the lower order to the South African team here. And here is Lungi Rabada back into the attack, into his third over, fuller length delivery, and he squeezed it away towards the long on region there for a single here. And to all the folks who are watching this live stream, please hit the subscribe button there. Take this time to hit the subscribe button there. That will mean the world to us. Please. All it's going to take is just 2 seconds of your life, but it will mean a worth of a lifetime for me in this battle against cancer and in this battle against pursuing my passion here. Rabada, 4.4 overs, 2 for 9. 2 wicket for 9 runs here. This time, full toss, a slower ball that was climbing on the bat there. A higher in full toss there. Would it be a no ball? Or was it dipping onto him? I think it was dipping onto him, so that'll be fine there. That'll just be a single as he guided its way towards the deep backward point region there. 89 for 7, 11.5 overs. How much do you think to the fans in our chat box, to our fans in our chat box, to the active fans in our chat box there, because all the others hesitate to write in the chat box there, because despite we pleading you guys to let us know from which city you're watching this game and which team you're supporting, a lot of them are extremely shy to put out their messages. But to the active chat fans in the chat box there, or to anyone in the chat box there, what do you think will be the prediction here? How much can the West Indies score, and what do you think will be a good score on this wicket here? And this time that will be a single off the last ball, and that will be 90 for 7 after 12 overs here. And 90 for 7 after 12 overs. West Indies definitely need to build a partnership here. Take it as deep as possible. Just do what the Kiwis did yesterday against Sri Lanka. Take it slow for 4 overs. Even if you get 20 to 25 runs, it's enough. Just take the score to 120, 125 of 16 overs, and then give those 4 overs for yourself to take on the bowlers and try to get the 50 or 60 odd runs, just like the New Zealanders got the 70 runs there. Keep it calm, keep it slow, don't panic. You know you got the potential, believe in yourself. And we have the likes of Holder and Shepherd, and we all know these guys are big units, Holder and Shepherd, and they can take the game away from the opposition within a matter of a couple of overs there. They are powerful units. We have seen Ramara Shepherd doing it a couple of times in the IPL for the Royal Challengers Bangalore, and we have seen Holder doing it for n number of times on multiple occasions, be it for the Sunrisers Hyderabad or for the West Indies camp there. So these guys definitely have the potential, but they need to stay patient. They need to wait for the right time. They need to first stabilize the innings, get the team to a safety, get somewhere close to 120, 130 at the end of the 16th over. Just get 25 runs, okay, not even 130, just get around 120 at the end of the 14th or 16th over, and then take the charge from there. Here is Keshav Maharaj running into the attack this time, beautifully bowled, angling into the batter there. He is driven it straight towards the long on region there. That will be a single there. Oh, the wonderful, wonderful ball there. A little bit early into the shot there. And that'll be just a dot ball there. 89.9 clicks on that one. Game over. One. Thank you for your message once again. Does anyone here remember the game Brain Ladder 96 on Mega Drive was a cricketer's dream back in the day? Definitely, definitely. I still remember that. I still remember seeing that game on Mega Drive. I haven't played it, but I've seen it on the YouTube. Definitely seen it. A lot of people play, and a lot of people talk about it, especially the older people here. I have some gaming friends and senior gaming friends too who speak a lot about this. So definitely that's a wonderful, wonderful game. I heard a lot about it. And this time the ball is in the air once again. Keshav Maharaj, shorter delivery outside the off stump, and the holder sliced it in the air. The ball in the air, but just goes past the diving fielder in the backward point region there, and will run away into the boundary there. David Miller with the attempt, but the ball goes away into the boundary there. 4 runs there. The ball was in the air, even though nevertheless it's run away into the boundary there. This time he tucks it away towards the mid wicket region. That will just be a single here. Definitely remember that game there. A wonderful, wonderful game. That the game you're talking about. I've seen some videos of it, and I've heard a lot of people. I'm a part of actually a gaming group too. So I have a lot of senior gaming friends, and definitely have heard them talk a lot about that game. And I'm not sure they seem to talk about something like the Don Bradman cricket too. And they pursued. They wanted me to try out this game, and that's the reason I got one game here. Let me show the game to you. Here you go. I'm not sure if you're able to say this. They asked me to get this game here. They asked me to get this game to play because they said this is one of the good games to play too. So definitely, I do remember that game. I do remember that game, and so that's the reason I would just want to show it out to you. The Ashes Cricket 2008, but definitely remember the Brain Lara 96 on Mega Drive too. I heard a lot about it from my gaming friends there. Here is Lungi Engedi running into bowl to hold, banks it in a little bit short. He's pulled it away towards the deep square leg region there. That will be just a single there. 98 for 7. Lungi Engedi, what a turnaround since the last 1.5 years. He's come back. He's transformed himself. He's lost that extra pounds off his body there, and he's come back stronger. He's come back more athletic, and he's bowling those good length deliveries where the ball is climbing onto the batter, and then surprisingly he bowls the back of the hand deliveries. He has a great deception there, bowling those back of the hand deliveries, and then the off cutters, and then the best thing he has mastered, no one else has done, is the slow dipping full tosses. This time a slower delivery off cutter outside the off stump. It was a half volley, and Romario Shepherd would not miss out on that. He smashed it full flow of the bat here, and he smashed it straight over the long off region there. That will be 6 here. 104 for 7 here. Much required 6 here for West Indies, bringing up the 100 here for West Indies. That's the kind of cricket I want them to play. Wait for the bad balls there. Definitely you'll get those bad balls. Wait for those bad balls, and a beautiful shot. There's 6 runs there. 85 meters 6 there. Wonderful shot there. Lungi Angry. He's bowled beautifully. The back of the hand delivery is the slow one, and no one, I still don't remember seeing anyone in the entire cricketing history till now bowling those slow dipping full tosses the way Lungi Angry bowls. It's just dips underneath the bat. I don't know how he's mastered it, but he's definitely put the work behind the scenes there, and he's managed to execute it perfectly on an n number of times, as we have seen in this series there. The way he runs in and the slow dipping ball full tosses, but the batsman is just going to hit the ball, and the ball dips underneath his bat here. Wonderful skill there, mastered there by Lungi Angiri. And this time the ball is short. He tries to cut the ball. He has missed it, and that will be a dot ball here. Lungi Angiri equaling the most number of wickets for South Africa in T20 internationals here. He is equaled Shamsi there, both on 89 wickets here, and one more wicket, and he'll be South Africa's leading wicket taker in the T20 internationals here. Lungi Angiri. Here is Lungi Angiri running in to bowl to Romario. This time a little bit short, banks it in short, and he's pulled it away towards the deep mid-wicket region there. And Brevis will collect the ball, and that will be just one run there. Gamer over 1 Nice to see your gamer too. Thank you so much. I'm not a gamer to be. I'm not a professional gamer. I still struggle to play the games. I'm just fascinated because I like to play a lot of sports games like the crickets and the rugby and the likes of the Madden FC and the likes of the FIFA. I'm a huge FIFA fan, so I collect a lot of FIFA games there. All through the years, I've tried to collect the FIFA games with over time. So definitely a little bit of a gamer, but still enjoy my games, playing most of the games which are natural sports games like the cricket and the soccer and the football. Beg your pardon, the football. I mean the rugbies and the basketball, NBAs. So those kind of games I still end up playing because I try to stimulate what's happening out on the field. I like to enjoy those sort of games there. This time banged in shot outside the off stump, and there was a lot of width on offer, and Jason Holder would cut it away. Wonderful shot there, wide of the point fielder there, into the boundary there. 4 runs there. This is what I was talking all the while there. Take your time, settle in. You'll definitely get in the bad balls there. You do not play those fancy shots. You just have to spend some time in the middle, rotate the strike, and wait for the mistakes, wait for the offerings from the bowlers, and play sensibly. You need not always hit the ball in the air. You still can manage to get 4 runs along the ground, just like Jason Holder has shown it here. 4 runs is worthy enough. You did not go for 6 every single ball here, and definitely a big learning curve for this West Indian top order there to stay patient and also look out for the force here, because T20s is not just a game of sixes. It's also about taking those singles, picking those gaps, hitting those gaps, hitting those drives, getting those fours, and building a score out there. This time the ball's in the air and just falling short of I think the fielder there. I think he's lost the ball. Keshav Maharaj in the sunlight there. I think he's lost the ball. Wonderfully bowled, slow ball there. 118.4 clicks on that one. He's rolled the fingers on the ball, and Jason Holder absolutely did not see the ball coming off his hand, and is just gone early into the shot. The ball was in the air for quite some time, going towards the cover fielder there, but Keshav Maharaj lost the ball through the sunlight, I guess, and he's just his foot was just stuck onto the ground. He did not come forward, and in the end he tries to dive forward for the ball that was dying onto him, and the ball just bouncing in front of him. Deacock can't believe it, neither can Lungi Angidi, and they can't believe that Keshav Maharaj has not managed to hold on to that one, and that will be just a dot ball here. 109 for 7 after 14 overs here. Carl Jacob 8. Carl Jacob definitely. Windies striking back here. Windies will definitely fighting back here. They are slowly building a partnership. 26 of 22. Hopefully they repeat what Kiwis could do against Sri Lanka. That would be wonderful to see, because we want a game on our cards here. We want a game that's worthy of a battle between these two unbeaten sides here. Both the teams are the only teams unbeaten till now in this tournament. One of the teams will face defeat tonight, and one of the teams will continue to be undefeated in this tournament tonight, this evening. Beg your pardon there. And we'll have to wait and watch who is it going to be. Right now South Africa have the upper hand, and that's the story so far here. 109 for 7 after 14 overs. After being put into bat, that'll be drinks break here at the Narendra Modi Stadium here in Ahmedabad. Here. To all the folks who have joined us on Sports Beyond Cancer, hope you're enjoying the stream. Hope you're enjoying the cricketing spectacle that's been brought throughout the tournament here in the World Cup, the women's cricket here. And to all the people, just a reminder to all the people who haven't watched yesterday's game or missed out watching on the scorecard, I kindly request you to go and check the scorecard of the South African women's versus the Pakistan women's scorecard here. What a game we had on our cards here yesterday. South Africa batting first, scored 362 yesterday, and they to all the cricket fans, even I believe that Pakistan would somehow manage to get somewhere close to 180 or 200, and it's going to be an easy game there for South Africa. And then we were surprised there. Pakistan started off so brilliantly. What a fight back for the Pakistan women's team, showing it out to the world that even they are there to play, and they are there to compete with the top teams here. A great statement to the women's cricket world there. Pakistan scored 199 of 28 overs for the loss of 3 wickets, and then unlucky they lost 3 wickets for the next 2 runs, and they ended up 199 for 6 there. But even then the Pakistan tail fought till the end. They managed to score 346, and they just lost to South African women's team by just a matter of 16 runs. What a game it was last night. If you managed to miss out on that, please go and check the scorecard there. It was a wonderful game. It's a good, huge development for the cricket or women's cricket in Pakistan there. The kind of character they showed going away and playing the game in South Africa, and the kind of character they showed because when you have the big number on the board, it definitely affects your psychology. But Pakistan did not care about the big runs. They fought till the end. They played positive cricket, and they managed to get closer. They only lost the game by 16 runs. So if you did not watch that, please, I request you to go and watch the scoreline there. This time, Maharaj into the attack, wide outside the off stump. The ball tossed in the air, and Grimorio Shepherd was not miss out on that. He's hit it over the deep cover region there. 6 runs there. A wonderful shot. They're not the kind of ball you would want to bowl to Romario Shepherd. We know how dangerous he can be. He's a very big unit, and he loves such kind of balls there. Power behind the shot there. He's a muscular man. Great shot. 75 meter 6 there. And to all the folks who are watching Sports Beyond Cancer, please hit the subscribe button there. And this time, Carl Jacob Windies fighting back. Definitely they're fighting back there. And T. Grey host, Holder and Shepherd to the rescue. Go Windies. Definitely Holder and Shepherd to the rescue. Go Windies. Go Windies. The 8th wicket partnership now 33 of 25. It seems like a replica of the yesterday's game. New Zealanders losing those 6 or 7 wickets in the start. 6 wickets in the start. And then the last 4 overs they're coming out to fight back here. And West Indies trying to do the same here. This time Holder tried to step down the wicket. As soon as he saw him stepping down the wicket, Maharaj rightfully shortening the length. And Holder a little bit early into the shot. Only manages to drag the ball towards the deep mid-wicket region on the bounce through the field there. That will be a single here. A crucial 34-run partnership here building. And to all the folks who are watching the stream, kindly do let us know from which part of the globe you're watching, which part of the city you're watching the stream, and also let us know which team you're supporting today. This time, good ball, wonderful ball dangling into the batter there. He's tapped it back to the bowler there. That will be has to be doing a dot ball here. 117 for 7, 14.5 overs here. Here is Maharaj. Wonderfully bowled, angling into the pads here. Shepherd rocks back and tucks it away towards the wind of long on region there. Marco Janssen running towards his right will cut the ball and restrict the batters to just 1 run there. 118 for 7 after 15th over here. 30 more balls to go. Can we have the prediction game going on? What do you think, folks? How much will the West Indies score? Please drop in your prediction in the box. In the chat box there. Would be eager to have a discussion, would be eager to have a healthy banter there. Let's see who gets it right. Let us know the prediction score for West Indies with 30 more balls to go. They're 118 for 8, 118 for 7, beg your pardon there. How much can the Windies get here? And as we head into the break, I request all people, all it takes is just 2 seconds of your life there. Please hit the subscribe button there and help us reach to get closer to the 1,000 mark there. Kindly hit that subscribe button there. And thank you, Carl Jacob. Score prediction of 159. Okay, Carl Jacob has come out with 159. This time, Colin Bosch. A slow ball once again, Shepherd into the shot once again. I'm extremely amused when the modern day cricketers, a lot of them in this format, do not see the ball coming off the hands of the bowlers there. It's extremely I'm extremely surprised, to be honest. Not amusing. I'm extremely surprised because there's a lot of batters these days do not see the ball coming off from the hand. Once again, Colin Bosch rolling his fingers and a slow bouncer here. And Romano Shepherd early into the shot, completely missing the line and length of the ball, and that will just be a dot ball here. This time, wonderful shot there. The ball is sailing in the out of the stadium. He has 6 runs there. The ball was banged in shot into the hitting arc of the Romario Shepherd, and he stood tall and he smashed it way deep into the deep mid-wicket region there. 6 runs there. It was a good length delivery, but it was in the hitting arc of Romario Shepherd, and when he gets going, he gets going. No one dares to stop Romario Shepherd. We have seen in the IPL time and time again, he's a key player for Royal Challengers Bangalore, and he's won a couple of games for them in this format, and he can talk the ball hard. He is a big unit there. He is a muscular man, and he can do it with the bat. He can do it with the ball. That's why he's a MVP player. He's a key player. And that is the 6th here coming from the blade of Romario Shepherd. 125 for 7. The run rate 8.09. And here is Bosch running into ball to Shepherd here. This time, good ball there, full length delivery outside the off stump, away from the hitting arc of Romero Shepherd. He's tried to squeeze it towards the point region, but missing the ball there. That will just be a dot ball here. Amanda Gomez. I'm watching from beautiful Guyana. Thank you so much, Amanda, for watching all the way from Guyana there. Hope you're enjoying the game. Hope you're enjoying the stream. And also, thank you for being an integral part of Sports Beyond Cancer here. Thank you for being a part of this community at Sports Beyond Cancer and helping me in this pursuit of my passion and making me believe in this life back once again. 124 for 7. The run rate 8 runs and over. Some sort of hope back in the dressing room for the West Indies here. Here is Caution, wonderful ball. He's missed it once again early into the shot. And Romano Shepherd's been beaten here. Windies fighting back. Game over one. And definitely Windies fighting back strongly. What a turnaround of things here. The game is swaying from this end to that end. South Africa made a strong case, picking up those 7 wickets. Courtesy of some poor shot selection there from the West Indies batters there. But these are play out there in the middle, 41 of 30, the current partnership. They definitely know how to hit the ball hard. They definitely have all the powers in the world. They have big units there, especially the likes of Romano Shepherd, who can clear the ropes with ease here. Here is Colin Bass this time. Wonderful shot here. The ball is going away towards the deep cover region there. 4 runs there coming off the blade of Romano Shepherd. Great shot there. The ball was in the arc. The ball was a half volley. And Romano Shepherd going with the stride here. This time is trying to hit the ball straight as he can. And the ball going away towards the deep cover in there. 4 runs there. Wonderful shot there from Romano Shepherd. He's playing a gem of a knocks here at number 9 here for West Indies here. What a wonderful shot. That's why I said both these teams bat extremely deep. Imagine all the other teams having such kind of batters and resources, where a number 9 batter is of the caliber of Romano Shepherd and the number 8 is of the caliber of Jason Holder. This is the kind of depth I was talking about. Only South Africa and West Indies managed to have this kind of depth in this tournament here, with South Africa batting as deep as Corbin Bash and Keshav Maharaj also to follow up. And that's the kind of strength this West Indies lineup have. Despite losing the 7 wickets, they know that Holder and Romano Shepherd are still capable of hitting those balls and rotating the strikes and building a partnership here. And no wonder they have built a partnership of 46 of 34 balls. And with just 24 more balls to go, we all know that these two batters can talk the ball hard, and definitely they can score even 50-70 runs in the last 24 overs. They have all the capabilities in the world here. And that will be 129 for 7 after 16 overs. To all the folks who are joined to us on a channel on Sports Beyond Cancer, welcome to Sports Beyond Cancer. This is Saurav Vittalmurthy, a former sports journalist who worked as a sports journalist 4 years in India, 4 years in New Zealand, covering various leagues, the IPLs, the Tokyo Olympics. This time banged in shot, is hit it in the air. Beautiful shot there, this time from Shepherd once again. He is continuing the onslaught here. This time Rabada rolling it into the body, a half tracker here, and Shepherd is lifted it away into deep into the stands there, into the deep square leg region there. What a wonderful shot there. Rabada there is bowled half tracker there, angling into the pads there, and Romano Shepherd would not miss out on that. He's got underneath the ball and is lifted it way into the stands there. 82 meters 6 here for the big fellow, the muscular man here. He is battling it out for the Windies here at the Ahmedabad in the Narendra Modi Stadium here. Here is Rabada this time, a Yorker link delivery but straying down the line, and Dharmasena will have to flex his arms there, and that will be a wide ball there. And to all the folks who have joined us on Sports Beyond Cancer here, hope you're doing good. Thank you so much for logging on to Sports Beyond Cancer. This is Saurav Vittalmurthy, a former sports journalist, currently in the fight with my 5th cancer here at the age of 33. And I was a sports journalist 4 years in India, 4 years in New Zealand. I covered the major leagues like the Tokyo Olympics, the Indian Premier League, the rugby leagues. But unfortunately, I had to come back from New Zealand because I was struck by my 5th cancer, and I was in the battle for the past 2.5 years, battling cancer, especially my 5th cancer, which ran for 2.5 years. And now I have managed to defeat it. I've entered the remission phase, and because I've entered the remission phase, I wanted to continue my passion and for sports and sports journalism, and did not want to give up on it. And that's the reason we have started this journey called Sports Beyond Cancer here. And it's just a trial here, it's just the start here. We're just learning. Every single day is a learning curve for us. So last 2.5 years I had no motivation in life, because every single day was a battle between life and death. But because of you guys and because of these channels, although I'm disappointed because this time I'm not on the ground covering the games, not on the field taking the photographs, interviewing the players, but at least I'm managing to pursue my passion here. And it's all been possible because of you people, with the support you're giving, and and you are definitely giving me a motivation to wake up. Since the last 2 weeks, I have been waking up with a motivation because I need to come and speak about sports. I need to be and streaming this channel, and that's been giving a motivation for me to wake up and come up. And I found my lost interest in this passion here, and you're giving me a pathway to continue my passion here. Thank you so much here, and hope you stay a long associated with us at Sport Beyond Cancer, and hope we build a long-term association and community here at Sports Beyond Cancer here. Thank you so much. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button there, and that's the reason the name behind the channel, Sports Beyond Cancer. Here is Rabara, and he stuck it away towards the deep square leg region there. That will be a single here. And all it takes is just 2 seconds of your life. Please hit that subscribe button, because that will mean the world to us. And with that said, 139 for 7 after 16.4 overs. West Indies, the partnership now 56 of 38 balls. What a wonderful phase here for the Windies here. This time, Rabara, slow bouncer, Jason Holder, happy to tuck it away towards the mid-wicket region, and Rabara will collect the ball. And Jason Holder, he's happy to play second fiddle as long as Shepherd is batting the way he's been batting here. Any batter, Jason Holder there cleverly happy to play second fiddle to Romario Shepherd, takes the single and gives him back the strike, and he's telling the game is yours, boy. I'm happy to watch it from the other end. You go on, continue playing this game. I'm happy to watch it from the best seat in the house, that is from the non-strikers end. And thank you, Game Over once again, for your messages. Score prediction 165, change my mind. Good. I think definitely 165 now. This time, full delivery, and it's wrapped him on his pads. Half-hearted appeal there from Rabara here. Will they be going upstairs? Yes. The keeper and the captain think that this could be close here, and because it's Shepherd, they just do not want to take a chance, and they will be sending it upstairs here. Dharmasena says it's not out, but they are taking it upstairs here, and Romario Shepherd having a look at its bat there, and probably was it off an inside edge. I think that could be off an inside edge, because Rabada and Romario Shepherd are out there in the middle having a chat, and Romario Shepherd pointing his bottom edge there. So did he manage to get a bottom edge there? We'll have to wait and watch as the decision is being sent upstairs. I think it's come off the under edge there, bottom edge, because the ball squeezing underneath the bat there before hitting onto the bat. Beg your pardon there. So to all the folks who are joined in, kindly hit that subscribe button. Just takes 2 seconds of your life to hit that subscribe button there. Kindly hit that subscribe button there. And I think it's come off the under edge, so that should be not out here. Romario Shepherd, take a bow. He's batted his heart out here. We all know he's a big unit and the way he can bat, and that's the reason I keep talking about Shai Hope and Aiden Markram as the most luckiest captains, because the kind of resources both these captains have, absolutely brilliant here. Even the South African team, they bat so deep. Even the South African team, they bat so deep, extremely deep, with the likes of, they bat until Corbin Bosch. Imagine Corbin Bosch and Marco Jansen, the way they play in the subcontinent. Never have I ever seen any players come to the Indian subcontinent and the slow wickets and the spinning tracks and bat the way like Marco Jansen and Corbin Bosch. They showed it when South Africa toured India in that ODI series and the T20 series, how Corbin Bosch scored those 250s, and how Marco Jansen scored that 90s and 50s or 70s, and not just batting, they also come and do their duties, because they are firstly a bowlers here. This time the ball's in the air, once again a slower ball from Marco Jansen, but Jason Holder smashed it this time wonderfully. He waited for the ball to come onto the bat, and he smashed it way over the wide of long on region. There's 6 runs there, full length delivery. Jason Holder moves his front leg across, and he smashed it beautifully. The ball sailing over the ropes there. 6 runs there, 84 meters 6. This is the kind of partnership Darren Sammy would love. There he is sitting in the dugout. He is cheering for his boys. He knows the importance of this partnership. What a wonderful shot here. The 63-run partnership of 41 balls. Here is Marco Jansen, this time running in, banks it in short, taking it away from the batter there, and unlucky there. Cricket can be a cruel game there. Marco Jansen is not happy, so is the wicket keeper, and neither am I happy. The umpire has given it as a wide here. That did not look like a wide. That was a close call there, and unfair on the bowler there. He's bowled it well, taking it away from the batter's arc, but that'll be given as a wide here. He will have to go and bowl it once again here. Tigre host, beautiful comeback. We in the game. Viewers, please like and subscribe to support this channel. Best English commentary on the net. Thank you so much. That's extremely kind of you, Tigre host. That means the world to me. Thank you so much. I hope you all share it with your friends and family, so that we build a bigger community here, and so that we're getting more support and motivates me, because to be honest, you guys are doing me a favor. You guys are doing me a big favor here. Because I'm being extremely honest, last 2.5 years, no motivation. Because only thing which was mattering in my life was to survive. It was a battle of life and death. But now, through you guys, I am having a motivation to wake up every single day. Every single day, I did not know what should I do after waking up. What should I do in the day? What is my routine going to be? Because I did not know where I was heading, where my life was heading. But because you guys have given me a direction back in my life, you guys have given me the motivation to back in my life. Thank you so much for all that you do, and thank you for the messages that you send us. Thank you so much for making me believe in this journey, and thank you so much for making me choose my passion once again and live my passion once again. This time, banged in shot once again. Jason Holder, not convincingly, but manages to somehow pull it towards the mid-wicket region there. One bounce into the boundary there, 4 runs there. 150 up here for West Indies. 150 up in the 17.3 overs here, and Holder has now raced away to 35 of 25 here. Both the batters bringing in their top A game in the last 3 overs here. Here is Marco Jansen this time. Once again in the hitting hour, you can't bowl that there length to Holder here. A fuller length delivery, half volley there, beg your pardon there. And Jason Holder moves his front leg across and goes straight down the line, straight towards the side screen. And that's a 6 here. Marco Jansen taken to the cleaners here. Wonderful 6, 157 for 7. He tried the knuckle ball, but it was in the hitting arc of Jason Holder. He would not miss out on that. What resources these boys can come and bowl, getting you 3 wickets, 4 wickets each game. And if they can bat like this, absolute resources for any captain. He would be the wonderful place to be as a captain for be it Shai Hope or be it Aiden Markram. Even Aiden Markram, the likes of Marco Jansen, Corbin Bosch, Lungi Engiri, Rabada, all these bowlers can crank up to 140 plus kilometers per hour, and the likes of Marco Jansen and Bosch can come and bat and tonk the ball just like the current pair have been batting here. Absolute resources. And imagine South Africa having a like-to-like replacement. For Deacock, they have Rickleton, both of them left-arm wicket-keeper batters who play similar sorts and have similar mindsets. And then they have the likes of 3 wicket-keepers in the playing 11 there. Tristan Stubbs and Aiden Markrams to stabilize the innings. They play anchoring knocks, and both of them Tristan Stubbs is a wicket-keeper, Ryan Rickleton is a wicket-keeper, Quinton Deacock is a wicket-keeper. What a wonderful squad. And here you're seeing the power of West Indies here, despite losing 7 wickets for mere 80 or 70 runs. For mere 70 runs, these two stood there and they believed in themselves because they know they can take the game deep and they can clear any ground in the world with ease once they get their eye in, once they set their eye in, and once they get that rhythm going behind them. And this time, what a clever shot. This is the brand of cricket I was expecting to watch from West Indies. This is the brand of cricket. An absolute learning curve for all the batters who have been dismissed early. And absolutely absolute. They should be seeing the kind of cricket Jason Holder is playing there. He knows that Romero Shepherd is smashing out from the other end, but that did not let him hurt his ego. He just played according to the circumstances. He rotated the strike. He was happy to give Romero Shepherd the strike here. And this time the ball was banged in short, and he did not try to hit the ball too hard. He just gently guided the ball past the short third man fielder, and the ball going in between the short third man fielder and the deep backward point fielder into the boundary fence there. 4 runs there. Clever batting and smart batting there from Jason Holder, bringing up a much needed boundary there off the last ball here. 163 for 7 after 18 overs here. 23 runs coming off that over. 23 runs coming off Marco Jansen. He's gone wicketless, giving away 50 runs off his 4 overs. That's an expensive spell here from Marco Jansen. The game suddenly swayed away. The partnership 80 for 46. I did tell you guys, this is going to be looking like a replica of the yesterday's game, and West Indies need to believe in themselves and play like the way the Kiwis played the other day, and they have managed to do the same. We have seen 2 consecutive games go in the same direction here. And thank you, Carl Jacob, once again. Well put, Tigre host, best cricket commentary. Thank you so much. That means the world to us. That motivates me to come back and do better every single day. And this time, a low dipping full toss. Lungi Angiri, how does he manage to do that? Never have I ever seen in the cricketing history someone bowl this low dipping full tosses. He is doing it consistently time and time again. He's mastered the art. He's gone back and done the homework there. Once again here, This time rolls the fingers. The ball looks like a full toss, and as soon as the batter goes with the slash, the ball dips underneath the bat here. Wonderful skill to master, and he's definitely mastered it to perfection. It's so easy to see on the eyes, but I definitely know it's extremely tough to bowl such kind of different deliveries. He's put in a lot of yards behind that work. He's put in a lot of yards behind mastering that art there. This time once again there. 3 times in a row, the slow dipping full tosses. Absolutely. Romario Shepherd is laughing out there. How does he manage to even do that? How does he even manage to execute that time and time again? The umpires are laughing. Both the batters are laughing. Peacock is laughing there. All the players out there are smiling. What a clever bowling there. What a trick to have up your sleeve here. Once again, rolls the finger. Dipping down beneath the bat there. Great bowling there. This is the kind of skill many bowlers should need to learn in this format here. Peacock is absolutely smiles there. And both Jason Holder and Romario Shepherd here. Here is Lungi Angini once again. This time he's gone for the full length delivery outside the off stump. And Romario Shepherd goes for the wild drive. And off the outside edge, the ball's run away towards the short third man region. Past the wicket keeper there. That will be 4 runs there. Lucky there for Romario Shepherd. He flashed it out off the outside as the ball's run away into the boundary there. 4 runs there. Thank you, Carl Joseph, for the best acknowledgement there. And looks like 180. Hopefully, Tigre host definitely looking like 190 now. 180, 185, 190. Definitely, if they get a 23-24 run over here. Now, my prediction of 159 is out the window. What do I know of this glorious game? This time a lower dipping full toss, but this time angling into the stumps, and Shepherd managing to get some bat onto it, and he squeezed it away towards the long gone region. That'll just be a single here. Carl Jacob, now my prediction of 159 is out of the window. What do I know of this glorious game there? 190 West Indies will make. Carl Jacob, I think whenever you put the score out there, yesterday you put up 135, and the batters out there took it to the heart, and they just outplayed you out of the equation there. And today you put 159 on board, and Holder and Shepherd took it to the heart, and they just outplayed you there. And they are now looking at 180 and 190 West Indies will make. Amanda Gomez is extremely positive. Amanda Gomez believes it's going to be 190, but that will take a 20 run over of next over. Hopefully they can manage to get the 28 run, like your positive spirit there, Amanda Gomez there. So that will be the end of the over. 168 for 7. Once again, a slow dipping full toss here. Lungi Angini, take a bow. Absolutely a big fan. Impressed by the way you bowl that slower in dipping full tosses there. I mean, I always used to believe full tosses were freebies in this format of this game, and no one would want to master the art of full toss. Everyone wanted to master the art of bowling those quicker beamers, quicker bouncers, and the yorkers. But Lungi Angini, the slow full tosses, dipping right underneath the bat. What a skill to have at this level here, and he's definitely mastered it. And with the end of the over, the end of the 19th over, 168 for 7 here after the 19th over here. Corbin Bosch, she's bowled brilliantly. 3 4 overs, 2 for 23. He's running into bowl to Romario Shepherd. This time, beautiful Yorker angling into the toes there, toe crusher there, and Shepherd managing to squeeze it away towards the deep mid-wicket region there as Deval Bravis completes the proceedings there. That will just be a single here. 47 of 29 for Jason Holder and 47 of 34. At one stage, Jason Holder was playing at almost a run ball there, and suddenly he's burst out in the last few overs, and he's what a resource for any team to have. A clever campaigner. We all know the West Indies bat deep. The West Indies players are muscular. They are big units, and they can tonk the ball hard. And today they have shown it. 7 wickets down, and they built a unbeaten partnership of 85 of 52 balls. They can go on to make an unbeaten 100 partnership, just like Amanda Gomez wishes to see the team make 190. This time a low full toss once again, angling into the pants. Good bowling there from Bosch, giving no room for the batter there. He moves his front leg, but he's yorked himself, and that will be once again a single in the deep mid-wicket region. They're 170 for 7 after 19.2 overs. This is a Super 8 crash in the Group 1, and both the teams undefeated coming into this game in the entire tournament. One of the teams will face defeat for the first time in this campaign here. Who is it going to be? Is it going to be South Africa, or is it going to be West Indies here? Here is Corbin Bosch running into ball to Shepherd here. This time a full length delivery, Yorker legs. Wonderful bowling here from Corbin Bosch, getting it on the money for the 3rd time in the row, and that will be just 3 singles on the trot here for West Indies. 171 for 7 here, 19.3 overs. Shepherd and Holder both just 2 runs away from the 50 here. I hope both of them manage to get their half centuries here. Smart batting from these two, something to defend. Tigre hosts not just smart batting, they also played exceptionally well. 170, I think, is a decent score to put up a fight, especially with the kind of bowling attacks so the West Indies have, the kind of resources West Indies have. Definitely is going to be tough out there. This time Bosch is going to be bowling the Yorker, and rightfully premeditated by Holder, because they have seen him bowl 3 Yorkers on the trot. He was expecting another Yorker, and rightfully Bosch bowling one more Yorker. This time he's moved away across the off stump and tried to scoop it, but only managing to guide it towards the short fine leg fielder there. Great intent there, right intent there, but he's not able to pierce the gap there, only managing to hit it towards the short fine leg fielder there. That will be just 1 runs there. To all the folks who are joined in us on Sports Beyond Cancer here, I hope you're enjoying the stream. I see 160 people have logged in suddenly because of the chat box engagement, and 160 people are logged in. And once again, beautiful Yorker going in between the decks, and Holder has run in for the bye, but Shepherd is stranded there in the batting end, and that will be the end of I think Shepherd will have to depart here. I'm not sure if it was Shepherd or Holder. We'll have to wait for the reply. I think Holder ran towards the batter end, but Shepherd did not run towards the bowler's end, and Shepherd returns back towards the bowler's end, and it's beg your pardon, Holder departs back to the bowler's end, and Jason Holder, he's been run off. What a knock! Jason Holder take about 49 runs of 13 balls, and a standing ovation there from the dugout of the West Indies camp, as well as Darren Sammy. They know the importance of this knock, and they know the importance of this knock because it does not it not just means that they have put runs on the board. It speaks volumes about the character of these two gentlemen out there in the middle, fighting it out for the team till the end. Despite the 7 wicket losses, they stood there in the middle for the team, fought for the nation, and put a score on the board. This time, lucky there for Romario Shepherd. That will be boundary there. Inside edge once again. Great bowling there from Corbin Bosch, but unlucky there. A French cut, and the ball just going past the stumps, and the ball running away towards the deep fine leg boundary there. 4 runs there, and that will be a 50 for Romario Shepherd. Wonderful 50 for Romario Shepherd coming in at number 9. He's managed to score 52 of 37 balls. What a knock! Take about an unbeaten 52, and that means South Africa have managed to West Indies have managed to put up 176 on board here. What a wonderful game this has been. The game started on a high note for West Indies, with both the openers putting up 29 runs of the first two overs, and then Rabada picking up 2 overs of this next over, and Lungi Engidi picking up 2 overs of the next over, and suddenly they were looking like 34 for 4 all of a sudden, with Shimron Hetmaya, Shai Hope, Brandon King, Roman Powell, Roston Chase all back in the hut, and then Sherfen Rutherford suddenly comes in. He plays a couple of shots and he's back in the hut, and then Matthew Ford comes in, plays a good shot for 6, and then plays the most irresponsible shot in the entire innings, scooping the ball in the air at 83 for 6, and he was dismissed for 11 there. And then comes in Romario Shepherd, and he along Jason Holder built a wonderful partnership there. I think the partnership is somewhere close to 90 runs, if I'm not wrong. Just need to check it just to be exact there, just to get the numbers right there. I think 89 runs, the partnership of 57 balls. What a wonderful knock there, both the batters there. They stayed calm under pressure, just like the likes of Mitchell Santner and McConkey. They were put under similar circumstances. It's just that they had lost 1 more wicket extra, but they had the run rate at the disposal. Well, yesterday New Zealand did not have the run rate at the disposal because the West Indies had scored initial good runs. West Indies definitely had that extra freedom to play those dot balls there, but these guys rotated the strike, started off slowly, and then Jason Holder especially was happy to give the strike to Shepherd there, because Shepherd was going hard right from the word go there, and Jason Holder on the other was picking his gaps, was getting those twos, getting those ones, and once it crossed the 17th over, Jason Holder led free. He smashed Marco Jansen for the 23 runs in that over there, and thus turned the things around for West Indies. And then Romario Shepherd getting that 50 there, 52 unbeaten of 37 balls here, and Jason Holder take about 49 of 31 balls with a strike rate of 158.06. Unlucky to have been run out there, going in for the bye there, and West Indies managing to put up 176 for 8 there of 20 overs here. And for South Africa, we'll have to look at the bowling cards here rightfully, as you can see on our screens there. Keshav Maharaj 4 overs, none for 43. He was expensive. Marco Jansen absolutely disaster today. 4 overs, none for 50. Kagis Yorabada wonderful today. 4 overs, 2 for 22. Lungi Angiri, hats off gentlemen. 4 overs, 30 for 3. He comes on and bowls the 19th over too, especially when these guys were going. Remember when both these guys were smashing all the bowlers apart. Lungi Engidi comes in and bowls the penultimate over, bowling 4 low dipping full tosses. in that over and only managed to give 5 runs in that over. Take a ball, Lungi Sani Yangidi. You have definitely managed to win my heart today. What a kind of art to learn. Definitely, I'm eager to learn that kind of ball. At least to try out how to bowl this kind of deliveries, or because I've never seen any other bowler in the world till date that slow dipping bounce, full tosses with such perfection and execution as Lungi Sani Yangidi has been delivering out there. And with that said, that will be 176 for 8 after the end of 20 overs. Hope you all are enjoying the stream here. Hope you all are enjoying this commentary, and hope you'll be back for the chase here, as this is the highest ever partnership for the 8th wicket in T20 internationals. So there you go, highest ever partnership for the 8th wicket in T20 internationals. That's the kind of partnership we have seen here today between Romero Shepherd and Jason Holder. But no surprises there. These guys are pure batters there. Even though they're all rounders, these guys are definitely pure batters. Jason Holder, we have seen him do it a lot of times. If you have seen him even in the test, he's been a senior campaigner with the bat as much as he has been with the ball there. He is a pure batter. And Romero Shepherd, he can talk the ball hard. He's more of a batter than a bowler there, Romero Shepherd, to be honest. But that's the reason I said the bat extremely deep. Imagine if Romero Shepherd walks in at number 9. Obviously, you have a long, lengthy batting lineup there. Absolute resources to have for any captain out there. With that said, 176 for 8. And thank you so much, Amanda Gomez. 190 West Indies will make. If not 190, I think 176 is still a good score there. But that's a wonderful there. T. Gray host, smart batting from these two. Something to defend. Definitely extremely smart, extremely clever, and extremely, most importantly, highly responsible innings there from these two. They did not throw away the wicket. They stayed patient for those initial 3 to 4 overs. They did not throw away, just like Matthew Ford came in out the middle. I'm still surprised why Matthew Ford was sent in ahead of Romero Shepherd. Extremely surprised there. Something for the management to ask. I'm not sure why he was sent in earlier there. And Ryan Matthews, Amanda Gomez, I'm enjoying your commentary. Thank you so much, Amanda Gomez, for your kind words here. Hope you share with your friends and family. Hope you get in more people to like in our channel, and hope you bring in more people to join in our community here, so that we have a lot of like-minded individuals who love sports, who breathe sports, and who live sports day in and day out here. Ryan Matthews, we will defend that once. Good morning is West Indies all the way. I know all the way. Now I come in. Definitely, Ryan Matthews. Good morning or good evening from whichever part of the world you're watching this game. Thank you for streaming on to Sports Beyond Cancer here. As of now, it looks like West Indies have the upper hands. So let me just grab my water bottle. I've been speaking here for almost 1 hour 45 minutes now. Let me just gather my water bottle, just use my restroom, and just doing some stretches because I've been sitting a long time here. And in the other game, in the Ranji Trophy final day, Karnataka there 193 for 5 after 58.5 overs. They are struggling against Jammu and Kashmir there, but still 5 wickets in hand. We'll have to see how much Karnataka puts here in the Ranji Trophy final there. So just gonna go back, just a short break, and we'll be back here on Sports Beyond Cancer. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. We'll be back for the chase here. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. This is Saurav Vittamurthy. Welcome back to Sports Beyond Cancer here. West Indies being put into bat. At one stage, 71 for 6 at the end of the ninth over, 83 for 7 at the end of the 11th over. And then came in Jason Holder and Romario Shepherd, building that big partnership of 89 runs of 57 balls. And managed to take West Indies to a good score of 176 for 8 here, and they are given the bowlers definitely a chance to fight here because we all know how deep the South Africans bat. But no wonder the West Indians all over the globe would be happy and satisfied with the amount of runs put on board. At one stage they believed 150 could be okay, but now they managed to get about 175 here. Getting Aiden Markram as early as possible would be the key this time. Poor ball there from Matthew Ford, banged in shot outside the off stump. You can't bowl such kind of lines to a batter of the class of Aiden Markram. He will punish you day in and out here. Aiden Markram, he is someone who will punish you, and that too he will punish you by playing the traditional drives, traditional pull shots, traditional on drives, and right away banged in shot outside the off stump, and that's an absolute freebie for Aiden Markram, who will release these kind of shots here. He's cut it fiercely past the cover point region there. 4 runs there coming off the blade of the Aiden Markram's bat, and he is off the mark, and so is South Africa. 4 runs of the first ball in this chase here. Here is Mate Ford once again. This time good ball there. This is the kind of length he needs to bowl. Good length delivery. In swinger wrangling into the batter there. And that will just be 1 run here for Aiden Markram here. For West Indies, it will be extremely key to pick up the early wickets as early as possible here. Early wickets is the way to go for West Indies. Beat any team. Early wickets is the key, especially in this format of this game here. So 5 for no loss after 0.2 overs. What a game we have on our cards, ladies and gentlemen. To all the folks who just joined us on Sports Beyond Cancer here, hope you're loving the stream, hope you're loving the commentary. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button there, and please don't forget to share with your friends and family here, because we here, every single subscription will help us in this battle against fight with cancer and in the pursuit of a passion here. And here is Decock for the first time. Matthew Ford, good length delivery, and he has just tapped it away gently towards the backward point region there, and he'll get off the mark here. Good batting there, sensible batting there. Get off that 0, and then slowly get off the mark, and then take the things from there. And he's off the mark here. Quinton de Kock, the target here, 177. South Africa, they have fancied playing a lot on this wicket here. South Africans always fancy playing on this Ahmedabad wicket here. They are well accustomed. I think even against India they played on the same wicket, if I'm not wrong, and they absolutely love this ground here, South Africans. And here they are, all set in the pursuit of 177. Here is Matthew Ford running in this time. A good length delivery, angling into the batter there, and he's driven it away towards the long on fielder there. And that will be Singer. Still confused. Why do they have the fielder based in the long on region in the first over for Aiden Markram? He's not someone who would go down the ground because absolutely you're giving a free run to Aiden Markram by opening up that space there. So nevertheless, some strategy out there in place in the West Indies camp there. And thank you, Marth Mentor 7857. I'm watching from Trinidad and Tobago. Thank you so much, Marth Mentor, for watching it from all the way from Trinidad and Tobago. Hope you're loving the contest. Hope you're enjoying the World Cup there, and hope you're having a wonderful time there watching this game with your friends and family there. Thank you so much for logging in on Sports Beyond Cancer here. Here is for running in this time to bowl to Decock. This time off the outside edge. Good ball there. The ball stopping on the batter there, but off the offside edge. The ball runs away towards the third man boundary there. That will be the first boundary there for Decock. Not in a convincing fashion as you would expected, but he will still take it along his stride there. 4 runs there coming off the blade of Quinton de Kock, and that will be the first boundary for Decock this evening here. Here is for the last ball of his first over here. Here is running. Can he get a breakthrough here? This time, good length delivery, and Quinton de Kock, a forward stride, and just taps it away towards the point fielder there. That will be a dot ball. That will be the end of the first over here. 11 runs coming off the first over, and 11 for no loss after 1 year. South Africa chasing 177 here. at the Narendra Modi Stadium here in Ahmedabad here. So let's have a look up at the South African batting lineup. They bat extremely deep. We all know these guys bat extremely deep. So let's have a look at the lineup here. So Aiden Markram, Quinton de Kock, Ryan Rickleton, Deval Bravis, how can I forget Deval Bravis? He's a dynamo out there in the middle. And David Miller, he's been an absolute star here. The way he played against India, and we all know he's been playing for South Africa since the ages, and he's a wonderful ambassador of the game, especially in this format of this game here. Then comes in Tristan Stubbs, who brings in that stability in this team. Tristan Stubbs and Aiden Markram are two characters in this team who will do anything for this team here, because they are ready to rotate the strike. They are ready to play those traditional cricket, and they also easily shift gears. It is without much changes to their games, or without much changes to the technicality of the games. Both the Aiden Markram and Tristan Stubbs, they bring in that aspect, so it gives a different flexibility for the South African camp there. Then Marco Jansen and Corbin Bosch, they bat decently too, especially on the Indian subcontinent. They have managed to score good runs, high amount of runs to be honest there. And Keshav Maharaj can do a little bit of batting too. So with that said, they extremely bat deep. The key for West Indies would be to get those early wickets here, especially the likes of Aiden Markram and Quinton de Kock. Otherwise, they're going to take away the game from you as soon as possible there. So 11 for no loss after 1 over here, and that's the story so far. As 12 for no loss, beg your pardon there, and Romario Shepherd. The first ball of Romario Shepherd, so going in for a single here off the blade of Aiden Markram towards deep square leg region. Here is Shepherd running into de Kock this time. This time wide outside the off stump. He's only driven it towards the short cover fielder there. That will be a dot ball there. The ball was meant to be hit, but doesn't get the gap, doesn't manage to pierce the gap there. Straight towards the fielder on the bounce, and that will be a dot ball here. Romario Shepherd, he's putting in the yards, in the nets. He's bowling out his heart with the ball, and today he's shown it with the bat. Can it be his evening here? Can it be his day? Can it be his night here tonight here at the Ahmedabad Stadium? Ahmedabad in Narendra Modi Stadium here. Here is Romario Shepherd, all set. He's done it with the bat. Can he do it with the ball for West Indies? Can he get the big breakthrough of Quinton de Kock? Oh, good length delivery. The ball, Quinton de Kock just tapping it and trying to go for a single here. But that'll just be a dot ball here. A friendly banter between exchange of words between Roman Powell and Quinton de Kock, who have been a part of lot of franchise cricket across the globes, and no wonders these players will know the ins and outs of each other, because these guys play a lot of franchise crickets across the globe, especially the likes of Roman Powell and the likes of Quinton de Kock there. And a lot of fans coming in to support South Africa and West Indies in today's game. I see a lot of Indians wearing the South African jersey out there, because Indians will be key to see South Africa winning the game, because that will put India in a comfortable position here, in a better position there. This time banks it outside the off stump, and Quinton de Kock cuts it away, but protection out there in the deep backward point region, as Shamar Joseph will quickly get rid of the ball by throwing it back to the keeper there. That will be just one run here. 13 for no loss after 1.4 overs. The target 177 here. Aiden Markram and Quinton de Kock, they will be eager to get a good start in this power play, get close to 45 or 50 runs of the first 6 overs without losing a wicket. That would be their first goal there. But on the other hand, the West Indies will be hoping to get at least a minimum of 2 wickets with a score less than 40 or 35 by the end of the 6th over here. Here's Shepherd running in. This time banks it in short, and he's pulled it away, and the ball's going away over the deep mid-wicket fielder there, and the ball's landed into the stands there. 6 runs there. Not the kind of ball you would want to bowl to Aiden Markram. He is technically way too strong. If you make an error in your line length, he is going to punish you. He is that sort of a batter there. Do not make any errors in technicality, and if you bowl this short of a length delivery onto his hips, he is definitely going to smash it with no risk shot there. That's an absolute easy shot for him any day. 81 meter 6 there, and the ball sailing over the boundary there. 6 runs there coming for Aiden from there. Poor ball there from Romario Shepherd to be bowling to Aiden Markram there. This time, once again, poor ball. You can't bowl such lengths to Markram. He will punish you day in and day out. Once again, half tracker ball angling outside the off stump. An easy chance for Markram to drive through the line, and he punches it through the line, and the ball going in between the cover fielder and the mid-off fielder. There no chance for any fielder there. The entire field stand still there. The ball running away, a good outfield there, and rolls away into the boundary there. Aiden Markram, an absolute delight to watch. If you're any youngster, if you're a youngster, or if you're any of your kids is pursuing cricket or is practicing cricket, please ensure that he follows Aiden Markram and the kind of batting he plays, because this batter, especially with the innings against New Zealand, this batter times the ball well. He picks the gap and plays according to the circumstances, and the kind of shots he plays are absolutely delightful, and he plays the low risk kind of shots, and even though he plays low risk kind of shots, he managed to keep batting at the rate of strike rate of close to 200. That's the kind of character Aiden Markram is, and he's showing it out once again today with the last couple of two shots there. What a shot that was punched between the two fielders on the offside, no fielder mode, and the ball racing away into the boundary, and zero risk, and he's managed to get 4 runs for the team there after 2.1 overs. South Africa 24 for no loss here. And to all the folks who are watching this live stream here, kindly drop in a message in the chat box. Let us know from which part of the city or which city you're watching this game and which team are you supporting in this game here, because it will make me feel like that I'm talking to some person and having a human conversation and not just talking out to a camera. So please drop in a message in the chat box there and let us know from which city you're watching this game and also or which team you're supporting tonight, because that will make me feel like that I'm not talking to a camera here and I'm having a human conversation. The last 2.5 years I was battling cancer, life and death. My fifth cancer, life and death, on the edge of the bed there. I had no human interactions because every single day was just a fight between my life and survival. And because now through this platform I have connected to you, it feels wonderful to connect to people and have that human conversation going. So please drop in the chat box and let's build a community here and let's have that friendly conversation going on. This time, good ball there from Matthew Ford. It was climbing onto the batter, onto his hits there, and that'll just be a dot ball there. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button there. I see 153 people on the stream right now. 153 currently on the stream. That's a big win for us. We have never had 153 on our stream at one point of time. And for the first time in this 3 weeks, we have 162 people there. There it goes, 162 people watching this stream live at the same moment here. This is a win for us. For the first time in this channel on Sports Beyond Cancer, we are having 162 people on the stream at the same time here. This time, beautiful ball makes room for himself. And it was a slow delivery, and Aiden Markram, he definitely watches the ball off the hands. He is technically strong and he smashed it straight past the bowler there, and the ball going past the umpire and straight into the advertising boards near the side screen there. What a shot here. 28 for no loss here, 2.4 overs. Wonderful shot here. A high back lift and smashed it straight past the bowler there. 4 runs there. The umpire had to move away from the line of ball there, and that will be 4 runs there. What a wonderful shot there. Almost took away the umpire along with him to the boundary there. Here is Matthew Ford running in this time. Once again, even the is just past the diving effort from the fielder in the cover region there. That could have been close. The ball running away towards the boundary, but the mid-off fielder Roman Powell running back towards the boundary, and he's managed to stop the ball just before the boundary there, and the batter will cross over for 2 runs here. I think if I'm not wrong, is that Roston Chase or Brandon King, I think, with that effort there. The ball was a little bit hit. The ball was hit in the Aiden Markram storming out of the crease and going in there, and Brandon King putting a full stretch to dive towards the right in the cover region there as the ball was just dying on him. Just dying on him. He manages to get his hands there. That was close. That could have been a stunner there, but he's not managed to latch onto it there, and that will be 2 runs there. But I think Brandon King has hurt himself in the process. He's struggling to get up there. Hope nothing serious here. The physio's down there on the ground there, and he's assessed him and he's taking him back out of the field here. Brandon King will have to make a way out of this ground here. Great effort there, great commitment, but that will be still considered as a drop chance here. Aiden Markram survives here. Here is Forde running in this time. A good length delivery, angling into the bats. He's tucked it away towards the wide of the long on fielder there. That will just be a single here. And Safia Khan, thank you for letting us know that you're watching from South Africa. Thank you so much for that message. It definitely means the world to us, because I love to have human conversations here, because I've been craving for human conversations. 33 years, 5 cancers at the age of 33. I had to shatter my entire dreams of sports and sports journalism, because right since my from childhood. I wanted to be a sports journalist. I pursued my education. I pursued my career. Everything in that. 4 years worked as a sports journalist in India. 4 years worked as a sports journalist in New Zealand. Covered the Tokyo Olympics. Covered the big leagues, the major leagues, the IPLs, the New Zealand cricket leagues, the rugby leagues, and every single thing. But I had to come back to India because my fifth cancer came in out of nowhere. And the past 2.5 years, I was battling my fifth cancer, fighting life and death, sitting on the sides of my bed with no motivation to wake up, to do nothing in my life, because every single day was a battle of survival, battle of life and death. And now, gladly, I've entered the remission phase. And as I entered remission phase, I thought, why not I continue something here? Because still my treatment is going to run for 1.5 years. I still have my plastic surgery to go. I still have a couple of surgeries to go, and then I need to enter the rehab and the remission phase, which is a long process here. I need to build back my immunity. So I thought, why not I try something out from the comfort of my room here. So that's the reason the name of the channel, Sports Beyond Cancer here. And I'm disappointed even to do this, because actually I would love to be on the field just like before times, taking my camera, talking to those players, interviewing with the players, talking to the match officials, talking to the fans, being there live on the ground physically. But this is the best we can do, because I did not want to show it to the world that I gave up on my passion, because 5 cancers struck me at the age of 33. So I want to show the world that I'm resilient and strong enough, and nothing can come in between me and my passion, not even 5 cancers. And that's the reason I started this channel there. So every single support from you guys have motivated me to continue this journey, and thank you so much, and help me reach that 500 goal. We have reached the 500 goal mark. As I promised, I would be considering to do it on a long-term basis, because we have crossed 500 the goal mark here. But now I'm aiming to reach the 1,000 more goal mark, because once we reach 1,000, we will also get revenue from the ads of the YouTubes there. So that will help me cater to my medical costs and all the costs that I need to invest in this journey here. So please help us reach the 1,000 mark there. So kindly hit that subscribe button there. So with that said, Aiden Markram has moved up into the number 4 place in the ladder of the most runs scored in this tournament here. Here is Holder this time straying down the pads here, and Markram happy to tuck it away gently towards the deep mid-wicket region there. Shama Joseph quickly running in like a flash, coming in from the deep square leg region, restricting the batters to only single run there. Good fielding there from Shama Joseph there. And Clifford Anderson, West Indies all the way, watching from Jamaica. Thank you so much, Clifford Anderson, for watching it all the way from West Indies. Hope you're loving the way West Indies has been playing the brand of cricket in this tournament. I hope you enjoyed today's game to the first innings to an initial scare. I mean, you would have heard your hearts in your mouths after seeing those 7 wickets fall. But the kind of game, the brand of cricket played by Jason Holder and Romario Shepherd would definitely have made you proud about the boys out there in the middle for putting up such a wonderful score, despite being in a vulnerable position out there. And thank you so much for your message out there. And here is Holder. This time running into ball to Deacock here. The ball is outside the off stamp, and Deacock opens the face of the bat and guides it towards the deep backward point region. And that will be nothing more than 1 run here. Deacock happy to give the strike back to Markram. He realizes Markram is capitalizing on this field restrictions, as is playing proper traditional shots and scoring almost at a strike rate of 200. And Deacock is happy to bide his time over there and get some runs coming through his play, because he's not been so much amongst the runs. He's been a little bit inconsistent. He's just trying to find his rhythm back, and he can use this time to get his rhythm flowing back into his veins here. Here is Holder this time. It's in the just short of the fielder there in the mid-on region there. That will just be a dot ball here. And all the people who are watching this game, I see 175 people are streaming at one point of time. That is a big achievement for us. We have never had 175 people streaming at the same point in this channel here. Thank you so much. I hope all the 175 hit the subscribe button there. It will be jumping out directly towards 650 plus if the 175 manage to hit the subscribe button there. All it matters is just 2 seconds of your life to hit that subscribe button. But every single subscription will mean the life to us. It will mean the hope to us, because every single day will give me a hope and purpose to wake up in this battle against cancer, the 5th battle against cancer, and will also make me forget and divert myself from the battles of cancer. Yeah, this time banged in shot, not convincingly, but Markram's pulled it away over the fielder there, over the infield, and the ball just one bounce into the boundary in the long on region there, and that will be a 4 boundary here. Markram utilizing the field restrictions here. He knows all he needs to do is get over the infield, and he's powered the shot over the infield. The ball was climbing on him, and he's managed to pull it away over the long on region there. Jason Holder for 1 second thought that could be a catch, but Aiden Markram hitting it a little bit too far, just before the ropes. It bounces just before the ropes, and that will be 4 runs here. 38 for no loss, 3.5. West Indies need a wicket here as early as possible here. Here is Holder. This time, sitting short, poor ball, not the kind of ball you would want to bowl to Markram. Absolutely not the kind of ball you would want to bowl to Markram. Markram was backing away towards the leg side, and Holder follows him and cramps him, but bowls the bouncer here, which makes the pull shot follow through easy for Markram. He goes on with the pull shot, and it goes past the short fine leg fielder there, and the ball races away into the boundary there. 4 runs there, a couple of boundaries to end the fourth over here. And South Africa well in this stage, 42 for no loss after 4 overs. And Markram, he is batting on a dream pitch. He is batting on the red hot form here. He is batting on 16 balls, 33 runs, 33 of 16 balls. A strike rate over 200 here. He's putting the West Indies on the back foot here. He's taking the challenge back to the West Indies bowlers, counter-attacking them, and some indisciplined bowling there from West Indies has to be blamed to erratic bowling, especially. You can't afford to make a mistake against the likes of Markram. You can afford to make the mistakes against the likes of big hitters like the likes of Quinton de Kock, who will step out and go for the big shots and all. But the error for home is absolutely minimal when you're bowling to a batter of caliber of Aiden Markram there. So 42 for no loss after 4.1 overs here. South Africa requiring 135 in 95 balls here. Matthew Ford, he's into the attack here. He's running in to De Kock. Can he get the wicket of De Kock? De Kock's playing a run ball here. This time De Kock in his arc. He's managed to flick it away towards the deep square leg region there. That will be just 1 run there, as Stamar Joseph is out there in the deep protecting the boundary rope there, and that will just be 1 run there. To all the folks who are joined in on Sports Beyond Cancer, this is Saurav Vittalmurthy, currently battling my 5th cancer here. I'm a former sports journalist. Thank you for being here on Sports Beyond Cancer. Kindly hit that subscribe button, because that will mean the world to us. Every single subscription will be a ray of hope to fight this battle and to come back and pursue a passion here. 43 for no loss after 4.2 overs. The target 177. Markram on 33 of 16 balls, batting over a strike rate of 200. Can he get the big wicket of Market, the big fish of Markram here? That would do the world of good for West Indies. They will be back in the game. Their momentum will start flowing in. This time a leg cutter, beautifully bowled a leg cutter in the end moment. Rolls his fingers and he's bowled a leg cutter there. And Markram a little bit early into the shot. Uncharacteristic of Markram there to have not read that from the bowler's hand, but clever deception there from Matthew Ford, and that will be dot ball as he's beaten for pace there. When he got the big wicket here, yes, the West Indies desperately need a he's running in for Markram. This time bangs it in short and he's pulled it away, and the ball's gone way deep into the stands there. That will be 6 runs coming off the blade of Markram in the cow corner region there. What a wonderful shot. You can't bowl that line to Markram. The West Indies consistently, time after time again, they're bowling the same length to Markram. You can't bowl short to him onto his body, because he's the kind of cricketer who loves playing traditional shots, and if you bowl short to him, he'll clear his front leg and he'll play the pull shot with ease here, and that will once again a poor bowling there. Error in line, error in length, time and time again. If you keep bowling that, he'll punish you, keep punishing you, because that's the margin of error, small margin of error against Markram, because he's technically extremely strong. He's a batter whose technicality speaks volumes about his batting, and he will punish you even for the slightest margin in error there. This time, once again, not a short ball there, but Markram goes for the full shot there. That's the kind of length you need to bowl. He's missed the ball. He's missed the full shot here. He's gone for the wild slog here, and he's missed it. The ball just going over the stumps here. He survives, and that will be a dot ball. Great bowling here from Matthew Ford. Great comeback. It was banged in last shot, but it was angling into the batter, keeping a little bit low there, and Markram was expecting a little bit more bounce on that, but just keeping me a little bit low, and that will be a dot ball here. Thank you, Proteas, for your message here. I'm a South African weaver for my country. Definitely, thank you so much for watching it all the way from South Africa. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Hope you're enjoying the way South Africa's been playing, and hope you're enjoying how it's been shaping up towards the phase of this tournament here. This time, Matthew Foley once again outside edge, just falling short of the cover point fielder there. It was in the air, but the fielder was caught in no man's position as the ball fell short, and it goes past him, and the ball is running away towards the boundary there. The fielder giving it a chase, and he's managed to pull it off, but unfortunately, he's managed to pull it off, but the ball rolls back once again into the boundary. That will be a 4 runs there. Poor fielding there. 4 runs gifted there. That will be 53 for no loss after 5 overs. South Africa slowly inching away with the game here, with Markram going berserk. He's already managed to reach 43 of 20 balls, batting with a strike rate of 215 here. Aiden Markram, he is taking the game away from West Indies here. And that will be the end. 11 runs coming off Matthew Ford's third, and that will be 53 for no loss after 5 overs here. And South Africa requiring 124 runs off 90 balls here. Well, as you can look at the screens there, South Africa bat extremely deep until the likes of Corbin was there, with the likes of Ryan Rickleton, Dival Brevis. He was coming off a wonderful season of the South Africa T20 League. He scored a wonderful century in the finals of the South Africa T20 League there, Dival Brevis, but unfortunately for a losing cause there, because Capitals did not manage to go on to win, because Tristan Stubbs on the other end for the Southeastern, for the Sunrisers, managed to get those runs in the end, and even Tristan Stubbs is a part of the squad here, as you can see in the screen there. David Miller, I know what a part of batter there. David Miller, the way he played against India in the last game, he is a match winner, proven match winner all these years for South Africa. So definitely South Africa bat deep, and the likes of Marco Jansen and Corbin Bosch, these guys have performed time and time again, especially in the Indian subcontinent. Especially you saw how these guys played in the South Africa tour of India. These guys with Jansen scoring that 90s, and Bosch scoring a couple of 50s there. This time banged in shot once again. Shemar Joseph, once again West Indies have to blame no one else but themselves here. Poor lengths here. Once again poor lengths. You're bowling half trackers into the bodies of these South African openers, and they love it there. They love it when you bowl there. Once again he rocks back and pulls it away towards the deep square leg region there. That will be 6 runs, but this time coming off the blade of Deacock here. South Africa, the West Indies need to bowl a fuller length deliveries, taking the ball away from the hitting arc of the batters there, but they are time and time again coming and bowling this half trackers and bounces into the chest of these South African batters, and these two batters love it there. These two batters love it when the ball is pitched in that part of the area there, and they are not learning that. Once again, this time outside the off stump, and it's gone over the cover fielders there. That will be for extremely poor bowling this time from Shema Joseph. The last time he bowled half tracker into his chest, and this time he's bowled half tracker, which was angling away from the batter there, giving him the exact room he needed to go over the cover regions there, and the ball rolling away into the boundary there, over the infield as easy as it gets. Did not try to hit the ball too hard, just going in with the drive over the infield. The ball going into the sweeper cover region there for a boundary there, coming off the blade of Quinton de Kock there. Roland Wright watching from Guyana. Thank you so much, Roland Wright, for watching this game all the way from Guyana here. Hope you're enjoying the game, and hope you're enjoying the stream, and hope you're enjoying the way cricket's been a spectacle all across the globe, be it the men's game, be it the women's game. And to all the West Indies fans who are assembled here, hope you enjoyed the women's game yesterday. Wonderful game. I watched it. It was 2 a.m. in India, 2 a.m. or 2:30 a.m. in India. We managed to cover that game. I hope some of you managed to log on to the stream there. If not, please, we also do the games of the women's teams too. What a game there to save pride in the series against South Africa. They were 2-0 now, and they came back and saved pride by winning the third game there. The series ending 2-1 nevertheless. Hayley Matthews scoring that brilliant century. If you did not watch that game, go and watch that game. Hayley Matthews, what a knock yesterday under pressure. She's led the ball with the ball from the front. She picked up those wickets, and then she's come back, and in the chase she managed to score that century there. What a wonderful knock there. What a wonderful game. West Indies defeating Sri Lanka last night in the third one-day international there. This time, once again, these guys are not learning here. Shema Joseph angling into the pads of Quinton de Kock, and he's offered a lot of pace, and Quinton de Kock happy to guide the ball. He has got underneath the ball and he's guided it over the deep spine leg region there. The ball sailing deep into the stands here. This surface is Ahmedabad. It gets good bounce. The bat comes on on. The ball comes on with a good bounce to the bat there, and these guys are not learning, coming and banging in shot, and these batters are absolutely making a merry out of their West Indies mistakes here, and these batters having a party out there in the middle. 69 for no loss after 5.5 overs here. Here is Sema Joseph running in. He's been expensive, 16 runs coming off his first 5 balls. This time this is a good length delivery, a slow one. He rolls his fingers, and that will be a dot ball. And after the end of 6 overs, 69 for no loss, 16 runs coming off the 16th over. Expensive over. I would not call the batters paradise here, because the bowlers have made mistakes here. They are bowling a short pitch delivery time and time again, and both Aiden Markram and Rickleton love this wicket. And on this wicket in Ahmedabad, the ball comes on to the bat easily, because the ball does not stick to the wicket. It bounces towards the batter. There's a decent amount of bounce, and the batters love that amount of bounce here, especially when you stay on your back foot and wait for the ball till the end. And that's what both Aiden Markram and Ryan Rickleton, Quinton de Kock, have been doing it since the time they have been out there in the middle. But the West Indian bowlers not learning. Every single bowler is coming in and bowling the same length, trying to target the body with the short pitch delivery. And these guys are taking them out of the park every single time they manage to pitch it in similar fashions there. With that said, 69 for no loss after 6 overs here, and that would be the drinks break here at the Narendra Modi Stadium here in Ahmedabad. Yeah, probably this drinks break, Darren, Semi and co would walk out there in the field, because this drinks break, we have mandatory 2 drinks break in this World Cup, so that we don't waste any time just following the concept of the strategic timeout break in the Indian Premier League. Just other name for the strategic timeout break here, because they have cleverly molded it into as 2 drinks break per innings here. So here all the coaches and management staff can come out there in the middle along with the to meet the batters or the players out there in the middle, and can discuss strategies, set plans here. So hopefully Darren, Sami and the bowling coach and the others come out and spread a word to West Indies to change the line of bowling and the length of bowling, because you can't bowl there. It's a crime to bowl there, especially to Aiden Markram and Quinton de Kock. They are extremely strong off the back foot. They're extremely powerful playing those pull shots, and on this pitch they will punish you every single time you bowl such sort of lengths here. So with that said, 69 for no loss. Aiden Markram batting on 43 of 20 balls, and Quinton de Kock batting on 25 of 16 balls. And to all the folks here in this drinks break, so we have 2 minutes of time in this drinks break, so kindly take this 2 minutes. It hardly takes 2 seconds. Kindly hit that subscribe button there. Kindly hit that subscribe button, because it will help us along in this fight against battle with cancer, and also in the battle for pursuing our passion there. Take this moment and hit the subscribe button there. I'll just grab some water here. Ryan Matthews, beg your pardon there. I just had to sip some water. Speaking a lot and constant speaking, the throat tends to get dry. So kindly excuse me. I managed to use this as drinks break to sip some water here. And Ryan Matthews, thank you for your message there from Trinidad and Tobago, Caribbean, West Indies, all the way. No wonder, Ryan Matthews. The West Indies need all the support, every single person's support here. They definitely need to assess what they are bowling, and definitely they need to learn from the mistakes here. Hopefully this drinks break would have given them the time to assess what's been going wrong and what's been what they need to do. And here is Gutekesh Modi into the attack, and this time once again a half tracker, and Markram rocks back and he cuts it away towards the backward point boundary there. Shemroin Hitmar, I beg your pardon there. He's managed to run from the sweeper coverage and there, and he's managed to keep the batters restrict the batters to just 2 runs there. 71 for no loss after 6.1 overs. The current run rate is 11.50, and the required run rate dropping less than 8 there, 7.7. South Africa walking away with the game here. And beg your pardon there, game over 1A for your message there. India is loving this game right now. Definitely India would be loving this game here, because they would want South Africa to go and win this game, because that gives them an extra chance to, even if West Indies win, they still have a chance, but if South Africa win, that gives them an extra advantage to still be qualifying for the semi-finals there. And this time, good ball there, and Deacock's driven it, and that'll be a single here. 72 for no loss after 6.2 overs. Good Dakesh Moti. He's bowled wonderfully in this tournament. He's tossed the ball in the air. He's looked a lot confident, and hopefully he can give the West Indies the much required breakthrough here. Well, I told you in the start there, this is a 200 wicket here because when you bat first in Ahmedabad, you need to get 200 in this wicket here. West Indies falling short by 23 runs. This time, full toss, and Deacock will punish you. Indisciplined bowling once again, and it costing West Indies once again here. Dakesh Moti bowling full toss into the hitting arc of Quinton Deacock, and he would not miss out, and he smashed it into the cow corner region there. 6 runs there for Quinton Deacock here. To all the folks watching the stream, kindly hit that subscribe button. Requesting you to hit the subscribe button there. Please, please, please hit that subscribe button. Every single subscription will change the world for us. Will change the way we been looking at life. And that could be close. That could be close there. That could be close. Quinton Deacock has tucked away the ball towards the deep square leg region there, and the batters were scampering for a second run here. The throw coming in, and Quinton Deacock had to put the dive here. I think Roston chased with the throw, and that could be close. We have to wait and watch. I think he's just managed to get in. The dive must have saved him there. I think the dive must have saved him there. Wonderful running between the wickets, nevertheless, and he's managed to somehow get inside, and that'll be 2 runs there for Deacock. That could have been close there. A risky run, but they managed to get the 2 runs on board. This time, Quinton Deacock wanted to go inside out, but he's managed to drag the ball. Oh my God, he's managed to drag the ball towards the long on region there. The fielder there a little bit late there, or probably he was standing way wide there, and the ball going away into the boundary there. Lucky boundary there for Quinton Deacock. His intention was to go over the over the cover region there, but off the edge there, he's dragged the ball down past the bowler, past the umpire, and the ball's raced away straight into the boundary as Matthew Forg, who's coming in from the long on region, has no chance there. This time, flighted delivery outside the off stump, and is driven it straight towards the cover fielder there as a substitute fielder. Samson fields the ball there. That will be just a dot ball to end the over. And with that said, after the end of 7th over, 84 for no loss here. T Grey host, we need a rain out against India. Definitely, that game is going to be exciting. I mean, if South Africa manage to win, that game is going to be like a quarter-final there. That's going to be game is going to be like a quarter-final. Hopefully, game is going to be a quarter-final, and it stands to its magnitude there. That game is going to be exciting, especially if South Africa wins. But if West Indies wins, then it's going to be a tough chance for India. But still, they have an outer chance there. If they manage to defeat West Indies and Zimbabwe by a bigger margin, then still West Indies can still and South Africa needs Zimbabwe. We need to wait for Zimbabwe to beat South Africa. Then all the hopes will pin against Zimbabwe for them to win against South Africa if West Indies goes on to win tonight here. Roston Chase, he's been brought into the attack here, and here is Roston Chase running into bowl to Markram there. This time banks in shot, good length delivery, and quicker delivery here. He's darted into the batter there, into the bats, and he's punched it back to the bowler there, Markram. That will be a dot ball here. Roston Chase, we all know he has the knack of breaking partnership. He has the knack of picking up wickets. He has the golden arm. Can he deliver it today once again? Good ball there. This time, a good length delivery outside the off stump, and Markram punches it around the ground towards the long off region there. That will be just a single there. 85 for no loss after 7.2 overs. Well, if you manage to have a glance in the polling section of the chat box, there 65% feel that West Indies will be winning the game, and 35% are supporting the South Africans here. So we have a lot of West Indians in the house today. Here is Roston Chase bowling to Deacock there. This time banks it in shot once again. I do not like to watch it whenever they bang it in shot, and they are being punished every single time the bowler goes short. These batters rock back and they pull it away towards the deep mid-wicket region. Once again, the same thing happens, and the ball sails into the stand for a 6 runs there. Poor bowling there from Roston Chase, half tracker, and Quinton de Kock easily rocks back and is pulled it away, muzzled it away. The ball sailing away. Easy pickings there, getting underneath the ball, and all he had to do was pull the ball in the right direction. Once again, half tracker. Once again, half tracker. Why is he bowling half trackers there? Roston Chase. I'm not understanding why every single West Indian bowler is coming out there and bowling the half tracker and gifting away these runs to South Africa. Once again, half tracker there. A little quicker one here, and Quinton de Kock rightfully pulls it away, but this time one bounce into the boundary fence there, 4 runs there in the gap, dissecting the field to perfection there, and a couple of bounces into the boundary there as the ball crashes onto the advertising boards here. Absolutely disgusted with myself watching these bowlers bowl half trackers here. Let the batters earn their shots. Do not give them freebies like this. Time and time again they have bowled half trackers in this innings here. Once again, Roston Chase. This is the kind of ball he needs to bowl. A full-length delivery, coming in with the angle from around the wicket, pitching it on the middle and turning it away from the batter, turning it away from the left-hander. This is the kind of line and length he needs to bowl there. And Mark de Kock there respecting that ball and tapping it ball back to the bowler there. Here is Roston Chase. This time a full-length delivery, and this is the kind of ball he needs to bowl. That's the wicket here. That's the ball I was talking about. Angling into the batter, turning away from the bat there, and he's only managed to slice the ball in the air, and Jason Holder runs in a couple of yards in towards the infield there, running in from the long on region there, and he's managed to hold on to a simple catch there, and that will be the breakthrough for West Indies, the much required breakthrough for West Indies here. 95 for 1 here, and what a wonderful setup here. De Kock early into the shot, he was trying to go over the offside here, but off the inside as the balls sailed over towards the long on fielder there, and Roston Chase finally getting the much required breakthrough. 95 for 1 for South Africa here after the end of the 8th over. Quinton de Kock departs for 47 of 24. Caught Holder, ball chase here with a strike rate of 196, and West Indies drawing first blood here. Will 1 wicket bring 2? Will 1 wicket bring 2? Will 2 bring in 3? West Indies will be hoping that the floodgates are open and they get a loophole into this game. They get a opening into this game so that they pick some more wickets and push back and pile up some pressure into the South African camp here. They would be eager to run into the lower middle order and the middle order of the South African lineup to make a case in this game here. Wonderful easy catch there, beg your pardon there, and that was the kind of ball I was talking. Rinse the start here. To bowl it full, angling into the batter and turning it away from the batter there. That's the kind of ball a typical off spinner needs to bowl, and he's finally managed to bowl that sort of a delivery here, and he's managed to pick up the wicket there. $95 for 1 after 8 overs here. Standiford Behari from New York, West Indies could only beat up weak team. West Indies could only beat up weak team. West Indies have been world champions and they have been top cricketing nation, especially in the T20 format. And the way they played, I mean, they managed to beat England so convincingly. And they are still the unbeaten team in this tournament along with South Africa. They managed to beat the best of best teams coming till here. So definitely, just a one-off game, every single people, but they're still fighting it out there. The game's still not over. We have a long way to go here. So definitely we'll have to wait and watch how the things turn out here. Maxine Latham, I'm a Jamaican, now the West Indies, but we don't have the bowlers to take West Indies wickets. Definitely they have the bowlers. Maxine Latham, you saw in the previous game, West Indies was the only team where a lot of bowlers used to take wickets. The previous 5 games in this tournament itself, your bowlers used to pick every time a bowler picks a wicket in your team here, they generally end up picking 3 wickets or 4 wickets in each innings. The likes of Matthew Ford picking 2 wickets the other day, Gudakesh Moti picking up 4 wickets the other day, Jason Holders managed to pick up 3 wickets on a multiple number of occasions, and Shamar Joseph picked up a couple of wickets there, and Jason Holders been amongst the wickets there. So definitely they have the bowlers to pick the wicket, they have the potential and the skill set, but today they have erred in length. I'm not sure why they're trying to bowl it short, probably some strategy out there, but that's not working out against the likes of Markram and de Kock there, and Tigray host rightfully celebrating the wicket, much required wicket, a big relief there. Here is Moti now running in 3 singles coming off the first 3 balls. This time Ryan Rickleton pickles it away towards the wide of long on fielder there. That is a single. That's what I said, just like what I said, Rickleton is exact replica replacement for Quinton de Kock. Both play the same way, both have the same mindset, both play fearless brand of cricket, both talk the ball extremely hard, and both are left-handers and both are wicket-keeper batters at the top of the order. So what else do you need as a captain there? All the resources completely ticked off for South Africa this time. Wonderful ball turning away from the batter. Markram happy to guide it away towards the sweeper cover region there, and that will bring up the 50 for Markram. What a knock has played. Aiden Markram, take a bow, ladies and gentlemen. This is the kind of knockout talking about. He's absolutely responsible. Plays traditional style of shots. Does not try to get too ahead of time, because he's always on the field. He's always present. He doesn't think ahead of time, and is always looking out for the opportunities to keep the scoreboard ticking and to pick up runs from every single opportunity. And once again, bowling shot. Moti this time bowling shot, and Rickleton rocks back and pulls the ball wide of the deep fine leg region there, and that will be 4 runs there. The ball rolls back into the 4 there. Poor bowling once again there, and that's a gift on offer once again, and that will be 4 runs for Rickleton here. The first of coming off the Rickleton's plate tonight, and that will be 104 for 1 after the end of the 9th over. The required run rate now dropping almost close to 6.5 now. Aiden Markram, if someone wants to become a cricketer, or a youngster wants to become a cricketer, just tell him to follow the Aiden Markrams, the way he plans his innings, the way he places his innings, and the way he plays those shots, traditional shots. And when a bowler errs in line, he is not forgiving. He is definitely punishing him, because he's technically extremely strong. He's put in all the hard work right since his childhood, because he's had a strong foundation, speaks volumes. Especially if anyone sees his batting, they would understand that he's had a strong foundation, and his main focus was to work on the basics, and he's definitely there amongst the best in the world there. This time Roston Chase angling it into the shoes there, and this could be a run out. This could be a run out here. This could have been a run out here. Markram guiding the ball towards the deep mid-wicket region there, and Shamran Hetmer quickly into the ball. Markram calls Rickleton back for the second run, but halfway through Markram sends him back, and Rickleton was caught in no man's land, and somehow Shamran Hetmer did not get a powerful throw in, and Rickleton just managing to come back in time there. That was a poor call there from Markram to send back Rickleton. He's almost put him down the line there, and no damage done there with Shamran Hetmer slipping and not getting a perfect throw back to the wicketkeeper there. Here is Roston Chase. Can he turn the ball away from the left-hander? Can he get the second breakthrough here? He is brave in the breakthrough by taking the wicket of Deacock here. This time, quicker delivery darted into the pads of Rickleton. Rickleton happy to drive it all along the ground towards the wide of long on region there. That will be just a single there. Markram, as you can see the highlights, the number of boundaries and sixes, the back foot punches, the front foot drives, and the late cuts and the pull shots. An absolute delight to watch for any player, any cricketer out there, any cricketing fan out there. Here is Roston Chase, banks it in short this time. Aiden Markram only managing to hit it back towards the bowler there. That will be a dot ball there. Missed out opportunity as Aiden Markram backed away towards the leg stump, and he was way wide. And Roston Chase tossing it wide outside the off stump. And Aiden Markram only managing to punch it back towards the bowler there. This time a quicker one there from Roston Chase, and Markram early into the shot, only managing to get an outside edge, and the ball in the air, and just goes on a couple of bounces towards the fielder there in the long off region there. Here is Roston Chase running into ball to Rickleton. This time, Rickleton shuffles away from the leg stump there, and Roston Chase cleverly following up, does not want to give any room, and Rickleton happy to trickle it down towards the deep fine leg region there. That will be just 1 run here. 4 runs coming off the first 5 balls here. Roston Chase, can he get a wicket here? South Africa requiring almost a run a ball now. 69 from 61 balls here. So West Indies definitely need a wicket to come back in this game. Wickets is the only way to go here from West Indies. The singles will not matter for South Africa. They can this time beautiful ball, and Markram off the back foot thumps it away towards the long on region there, and that will be a single at the halfway stage of this stage. South Africa 109 for 1, and that's been the story so far. To all the folks who are joined in on Sports Beyond Cancer, hope you're doing good and hope you understood my journey. Why the name of the channel is Sports Beyond Cancer? Because I'm a sports journalist who's worked for as a sports journalist for 8 years across New Zealand and in India, covering the Tokyo Olympics, the major leagues of the world, and also the likes of the Indian Premier Leagues and stuff. But I was happy enjoying my life in New Zealand, being amongst the sports loud individuals there. But unfortunately, cancer striking me for the fifth time. A big cancer striking me for the fifth time. And the past 2.5 years has been a battle of life and death there. And unfortunately, I couldn't find any motivation because every single day was a battle between life and death and the question of survival. But now I've entered the remission phase thanks to the universe and its ways there. But I still wanted to pursue my passion for sports and sports journalism. I still have a long way to go in this treatment here. I have my plastic surgeries, I have my rehabilitation and remission phase to go on. So it's a long way to go, probably 1.5 years more of being at home here. I can't go back to New Zealand because my visa has expired and now I'm a cancer patient for the past 2.5 years. So definitely makes it tough for me to go back to New Zealand there because I loved it back there. But I'm trying something for the first time through this YouTube platform here. Earlier I used to be covering sports games live from the field with my sports camera, taking those photographs, interviewing the players, interviewing the officials, talking to the fans because that's the job I loved, which I dreamt of since the childhood here. But despite it all, despite the fifth cancer, now I entered remission, and that's the reason I wanted to keep continuing my passion for sports and sports journalism, and that's the reason we have started this channel, Sports Beyond Cancer here. And I know even I'm disappointed because I'm extremely new to this, and it makes me disappointed that I'm not on the ground and I'm doing it virtually. But it's just a start because I want to show it to the world that I'm not going to give up on my passion despite the battles with cancer. I want to give it everything back to my passion and show it to the world that no matter what comes in your way, always stick to your passion, always stick to what you love. And that's the reason we are here at Sports Beyond Cancer. And because of you guys, you have now given me a motivation to wake up every single day. Last 2.5 years, I had no motivation to wake up because every single day was a battle, a battle of disgust because I was hoping that my life ends because there was no point, no purpose every single day, no point in surviving. So I was hoping that my life ends, no worth in living such a sort of a life, battling fifth cancer at the age of 33. But because of the support you guys have shown me and the kind of support you're showing in these messages, I got back that motivation. And since the last 2 weeks, I have been waking up with motivation in my life, with a purpose in my life, which has given me the motivation to continue my passion for sports and sports journalism. And that's the reason we have started this channel there. So kindly hit that subscribe button because every single subscription will mean the world to us. It will be a ray of hope to us in this battle against life for our passion against cancer here. Jason Holder, he's been brought back into the attack here. 10.2 overs, 110 for 1 year. Can he get a breakthrough here? He's done it with the bat. He will definitely be bowling the slow ones here. This time, wonderful ball here. He was taken the ball away from the hitting arc of Rickleton, wide outside his range there, and that will be a dot ball there. 134.7 clicks on that one, and the ball going away from the batter there. South Africa, they have dominated this tournament. I mean, this was the only game. I think they played the game against Afghanistan on the same pitch here. Yes, if I'm not wrong, they played the game against Afghanistan on the same pitch where the game went into the double super over game there. Yes, this is the ground there because this is definitely a high scoring ground here, but West Indies losing a plot today. West Indies lost the plot today because it's definitely a 200 plus scoring wicket, just like you saw Afghanistan and South Africa battling it out the other day. Once again, bowls it in short outside the off stump. Why are West Indies bowling so much short deliveries? And he's cut it away towards the boundary in the backward point region there. 4 runs there. Once again, a freebie on offer here from Jason Holder. And something to do with the pitch maps tonight. The coach Darren Samuel will definitely have to draw the pitch maps using the help of the analyst and show where they have bowled, the kind of lengths they have bowled, because definitely not going any good for them. Every time they banged it in short, they have been dispatched to the boundary, be it 4 or 6. The batters have made merry of the kind of lengths West Indies have bowled here. Thank you, Gillian Home. I hope I pronounced it right. If not, kindly forgive me. Prayers are with you from South Africa. Thank you so much for showing your concern, and thank you so much for your kind words and prayers there, and definitely speaks volumes about the character and the kind of person you are. Thank you so much for all the concern you have shown me. That means the world to me. This time Ryan Rickleton taps it, and the batters will come back for 2 runs. There's 61 required of 55. The ball was once again good length delivery, climbing on the batter. Ryan Rickleton taps it past the bowler towards the long on region there. That was just 1 run, but lapse in concentration from Matthew Fowler, and the batters have sufficient time. Aidan Markram rightfully spotting it, and he realized that there was a time to go back for the second run there, and he's managed to press for the second run, and he's managed to complete the second run. 61 runs required of 55 balls here. Here is Ryan Rickleton running in to bowl to Markram here. This time, good ball angling into the stumps, and he is driven it away towards the long on region there once again. Matthew Ford this time will restrict the batters to one run there. Almost run a ball now, 60 or 54 balls there. Just a matter of six, the difference here. And that will be 117 for one after 11 overs here. And to all the folks, kindly hit the subscribe button there. What a turnaround we've had today. Extremely glad. This is the first time we had almost about 200 people live on the at the same time in the stream here. Currently, we're having 224 people currently watching the stream at the same moment here. Thank you so much for all the support. That definitely motivates me. That definitely makes me forget the battles I've been facing, because that makes me believe in this journey. If 224 people are listening out to me, that definitely makes me believe in this journey. That definitely makes me believe in this purpose here. Because someone told me the other day during the stream, during the second day of my stream, that they said if I had been a journalist in India, I would be only catering to the Indian audience. If I had been a journalist in New Zealand, I would be only catering to those two islands in New Zealand. But through this platform, through the Fifth Cancer, through this journey on YouTube, even though we are learning, it has made me cater to the entire global audience. And rightfully, as I see this 224 number on my screen right now, the 224 people are currently viewing the stream at the same moment. It makes me relate to that thing. Probably this was the universe calling. Probably this was the universe way, because it wanted me to cater to the global audience and not just to the audience of India and New Zealand there. Probably that's what makes me believe back in the universe, because I had lost complete faith in the universe. Because imagine you getting someone getting 5 cancer at the age of 33. Obviously, you'll lose the belief on the universe. But this journey and this kind of support is definitely making me believe in this journey here. Here is Roshan Chase running into Bolton Markram. This time a quicker one, and he's cut it away towards the sweeper coverage, and there that will be just one run there, as the batters will cross over for an easy single here. And 2 runs, 2 singles coming off the first 2 balls of Roshan Chase here. And T Grey Host, thank you for your once again for your wonderful message there. T Grey Host has dropped in the message here. Saurabh, cancer doesn't stand the chance against you. Keep away from the meat. Eat your fruits and vegetables. Thank you so much, T Grey Host. Extremely thank you for your wonderful compliment and all the guidelines and all the tips that are giving me. Definitely, this cancer is extremely rare. It's called as spindle cell sarcoma. I have been a sports person all through my life. I am a full marathon runner. I have run ultra marathons. I run 50 kilometers. Always catered to my body. Always stayed healthy, and always ate fresh, and always was a wonderful early waker, and always followed the protocols of being healthy there. But unfortunately, this spindle cell sarcoma does not have any cause. This spindle cell sarcoma does not have any cause. It's just pure bad luck there. And I was a full marathon runner, so obviously you would understand that how disciplined my regime was in regards to the food, in regards to my training times, in regards to my sleep times. So that's the kind of person I was, a full marathon runner. And now the 5 cancers. It's been so long. I just managed to finish 9 full marathons in my life, and 2 ultra marathons in my life, and 21 half marathons in my life. So we'll have to wait for the recovery and then probably continue the journey with marathons. Once again, this time he goes for the big slog sweep there, and that will be 6 runs coming off the board of Ryan Rickleton there. 6 runs there, and now it's almost run a ball there. 51 required of 50 balls there. What a wonderful shot there from Rickleton. He is taking the chair attack onto the bowlers there. Ryan Rickleton, he just wants to finish it off in a hurry. 25 for 1 of 2.4 overs for Austin Chase, and Ryan Rickleton smashing that 6, and he's getting a single of the next ball here. This time Aidan Markram, full toss from Roston Chase, and Aidan Markram smashed it straight past towards Roston Chase, and Roston Chase sticking his hand out, and that could have been a catch had he had lashed onto it, but the ball was hit with such venomous force there, at popping out of his hands there, and the batters will cross over for a single here. And Ryan Matthews, they are not thinking West Indies. Definitely, you spoke the bitter truth out there. Ryan Matthews, you definitely spoke the bitter truth, the bitter fact out there, because the West Indians today haven't thought before bowling. They are bowling poor lengths. That's not the kind of lengths, but definitely they will go back a lot to learn here, because they still are way ahead in this tournament. This is going to be the first loss in this tournament, and this loss is going to be a big learning curve. And sometimes you need this kind of losses in between tournaments, because then you'll be grounded back to the earth, and all the confidence which you were riding high, the overconfidence comes back and gets converted into confidence, and you will start playing more responsibly, and you'll start bowling more responsibly, because today they have bowled extremely indisciplined lines. All the bowlers coming in and banging in shot, despite knowing these batters love it when it comes in shot. So definitely rightfully put there, Ryan Matthews, they are not thinking West Indies there. Definitely they need to come up with a better plan here. The required run rate now just 6.13, and after the end of the 12th over, 128 for 1. That's the scorecard out there for you in the middle. Aiden Markram still unbeaten on 56 of 35 balls, and Quinton de Kock has been dismissed for 47 of 24 balls as Roston Chase hold him out. As Holder took the catch there in the long on region there. And as you can see on your screens, they have a big batting lineup order there. A lot of batters there with the likes of Christian Stubbs, Devol Bravis, David Miller, beg your pardon there. The best squad on paper in the tournament. The first best team, the best team on paper in this tournament is South Africa, and the second best team on paper is no wonder West Indies. Both the teams bat deep, beat deep. Both the teams has a lot of batters who bowl quick, fast bowling there. That's the big advantage to have when you have your batters who can come and bowl in as medium pacers or fast bowlers. That's an absolute wonderful resource for any captain to have out there. 48 required of 47 balls. Run a ball now, 129 for 1 after 12.1 overs here. $129 for 1, 12.1 overs. Here is Markram running in. Here is Markram all set to face Shama Joseph this time. Half tracker outside the off stump, but he's rolled his fingers there, and the ball was going almost outside the wide guidelines, but Aiden Markram cuts it away towards the third man region there, and he'll run towards his right, and he'll cut the ball away before the ropes, and that'll just be one run here. Here's Rickleton all set to face Shima Joseph one time, this time a slower bouncer. A half tracker once again. Why do you have to bowl half trackers? If I'm not wrong, I think they have bowled almost close to 25 to 22 half trackers in this game, bowling the trying to bounce the batter out, but these guys love that ball. These guys love that kind of a length there, and Rickleton this time swiveling across because it was a slow bouncer. He's just managed to keep the ball down, and he's managed to place it in the gap between the two fielders in the deep there, between the deep fine leg fielder and the deep square leg fielder there, and the ball running away into the boundary once again. 134 for 1 after 12.3 overs here. Ryan Matthews rightfully put there. You have put out the bitter truth there. They are not thinking. They are absolutely not thinking. Making the same mistake time and time again. And the South African batters time and time again punishing them repeatedly. And still the West Indies are running and bowling in that short pitch balls and the half trackers here. 134 for 1 after 12.4 overs here. And we have an exciting contest coming up on our cards tonight. Host India taking on Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe will be eager to come back, especially after the defeat against West Indies. A big defense time. Wonderful fielding there. A full-length delivery, and Rickleton drives it straight. And the ball was seeming to go past the fielder there in the mid-off region there, but Rowan Powell putting in a full-fledged dive towards his left hand. He's managed to save a boundary there, and the batters will cross over for a single here, and he has managed to save 3 runs for the team here. Brandon King, as we can hear, he's walked off the field earlier. I think he's injured now. Brandon King is injured. We're not sure about the extent of the injury, but looks like some concern out there for the West Indian camp here. The Brandon King this time Walker length delivery onto the toes, and Markram squeezes it away towards the deep mid-wicket region, and that will be 1 run to end the over, and he will return strike. 136 for 1 after the 13th over here. And to all the folks who joined us in Sports Beyond Cancer, please also do log on to our channel, so hit the bell icon so that you don't miss out on any updates here. We have an exciting contest coming your way all the way from M.A. Chidambaram in Chennai, as host India take on Zimbabwe in a must-win game. That will be a do-or-die game here for the Indian team here, but Zimbabwe will be keen to prove a point or two, because they have a they have been wonderful throughout the tournament. A one-off day against West Indies the other day, because West Indies was absolutely clinical, absolutely lethal the other day. It happens to the best of best teams, and Zimbabwe the other day had to be on the wrong end of things there against West Indies there. And today Zimbabwe will be keen to come back and show the host nations and show it out to the world that they are here to stay, and definitely it's going to be a good contest, especially the Chennai wicket. I think it'll definitely favor the kind of bowlers the Zimbabweans have. The Chennai wicket is a bit sticky wicket, and also spin will come into play, and the likes of Sikandar Raza and Ryan Burl and Graham Creamer. Definitely, this is going to be an exciting contest, battle between spinners and the batters there. This time, Roston is with the quicker one. He's bowled wide outside the off-stump full toss, a quicker full toss, and Markram moves his front leg across and he smashed it straight past the bowler's head and straight into the advertising boards near the side screen there. A quicker one there, and it was angling into the middle stump there, and all Markram had to do was move his front leg across and hit it straight. That went like a tracer bullet and straight into the advertising boards there. 6 runs there for Markram. This now less than a ball now for South Africa. Just 35 required from 41. Once again, a banged in shot, and Markram is it high in the air as he managed to clear the rope once again. He has hit the ball deep into the long on region there. 6 runs there. Once again, he's banged it in shot, and Aiden Markram taking the long handle and he smashed it deep into the stands there. And that brings up the 50th 6 here for South Africa in this tournament. 50th 6 for South Africa in this tournament, ongoing tournament here, and they are still going strong here, undefeated. South Africa take about their 92-meter 6, not the kind of ball, absolute freebie here for the Aiden Markram here. He's absolutely enjoying making merry of the error in line bowled by the West Indian bowlers here, and no wonder West Indies have a lot to do as they return back tonight. A lot to ponder about, especially with the analysts bringing out that heat map, bringing out the pitch map there. This time, good length delivery, turning into the batter there. Markram gently tucks it away towards the mid-wicket region there. They were interested for the second run there, but hit quickly onto the ball, and that'll just be 1 run there. 149 for 1. I definitely told you this is going to be a 200 plus contest, because as I predicted, the average score on the Ahmedabad wicket is 200. When you're batting first in an afternoon game, you definitely need to get somewhere close to 200, 210 when you bat first in the Ahmedabad wicket. You saw the likes of the Afghanistan versus South Africa game. I think that was also an afternoon game, if I'm not wrong. Morning game, I mean, under the sun. So this time, Roston Chase flight, a lot of flight, and Ryan Rickleton going with the slog sweep, and he's dispatched the ball way into the cow corner region. There's 6 runs there for Ryan Rickleton. He's also enjoying his time out there. He's raced on to 36 of 18 balls there. He's also batting on the strike rate of 200 there. Of all the South African batters making merry of the chaser. This is an extremely good surface to bat. I was extremely surprised when West Indies lost those 7 wickets initially, because this is definitely a 210 plus wicket when you bat under the sun. Here out there in the evening games or the morning games, and definitely at Ahmedabad Stadium as always proved to be high scoring thrillers. This time a quicker ball and is cut it away towards the cover fielder there. That'll just be a dot ball there. Ryan Rickleton batting 36 of 19 and Markram batting 71 of 40. The partnership now raised to 60, unbeaten 60 of 34 balls, with the required run rate just dropping below 3.5 here. Here is Roston Chase, good ball there, angling into the bats, and he's only managed to drive it towards the back of the bowler there. That'll be a dot ball. After the end of the 14th over, 155 for 1, and that'll be drinks break here, the mandatory second drinks break here, as the umpires have called in for a drinks break here. And South Africa, T. Grey Host, thank you for your message once again. South Africa is moving on, the team to beat. Definitely South Africa was the team to beat since the start of the tournament. They have come with a clear mindset. They have planned, come with a bag homework done for every single team, every single batter. They have kept it simple. Make sure they have not complicated it like the other teams. They have not rotated the squad like other teams. They have kept it plain and simple. That's what cricket is all about. They have kept the same squad, and they have kept the backup. They have kept the backup who will fill in the exact roles if one of their key players gets injured. For example, if Keshav Maharaj gets injured, like replacement, they have George Linde. If one of Marco Jansen gets injured, they have like replacement by bringing in Quina Mfaka. And if one of the prime pacers amongst Lungi Ngidi or Corbin Bosch or Rabada gets injured, they have like replacement in the form of Andrik Nokia, who can come in and bowl those 145 plus clicks, bowl those toe crushing Yorkers and get those bouncers there. And if something happens to one of the batters, they are not worried about the hitter batters, because they already have a lot of hitting batters there. They are only worried about if one of the Tristan Stubbs or Aiden Markram, something happens to them, or if there drops in form, they have someone similar who's Jason Smith out there in the squad there. So they have done completely everything in a perfect manner, right from the selection, right from picking the kind of bowlers they need, how they can bowl in tandem there, how Rabada and Lungi Ngini can bowl in tandem there. Each have their special skill sets, and how those skill sets can be merged together together, and they can terrorize the opposition, and they have shown it throughout this tour, and they have come out with an intent here, because last time they were the runner-ups, and this time they have come out hungry, they have come out more desperate to get their eyes on the silverware. They want to better it than since the last time they were runner-ups. This time they are definitely eyeing for the silverware, and they will be not satisfied if they don't manage to get their silverware. They will not be happy if they don't manage to get their hands on the silverware, because there's that kind of a team put up here on the paper, and every single person's turned out and given performances for this team throughout this tour here, and that's been the story so far. And well, I have to change the broadcast now, because the broadcast, it's 6 p.m. here, so the broadcast currently changed to the Indian game here. So just give me a couple of moments. I need to change the broadcast back to the West Indies game here, because it's 6 p.m. and the coverage for the second game has already started here. So just changing the channel here. Yes, there we are. We're back on to this game here, and 155 for 1 after 14 overs here. What Quinton de Kock falling, the only wicket to fall, 47 of 24, caught by Holder of the bowling of Roston Chase there. Ryan Matthews, they are playing like if they get paid for that game. Ryan Matthews, I know, I understand the frustration there. I clearly understand the frustration there. They can have off day, but extremely surprising for me to see the lengths they are bowled, because the lengths which they are bowling is absolutely not understandable. On a couple of occasions it's understandable. When you are coming in and running in and bowling it time and time again, it definitely seems hard to digest, and it makes us think that in such ways like you have been thinking currently here. But definitely everyone has their off days, and this would do, I actually believe that this would do a world of good for West Indies going ahead in this tournament. It will make them believe that they need to focus and they need to be more disciplined, and it will also up the game there, because sometimes it takes you to fall to get back more stronger. And definitely I think this is the kind of game that they required. But this is the kind of game, but it's coming at the right situation. Imagine if this kind of a game had turned out in a semi-final or in the finals there, that would have hurt even more. But I think it's the right moment for such kind of a game for West Indies to face, because they will definitely go back home and they will be learning a lot of things. Because victory, you don't learn a lot of things, but it's when the defeat comes in your way in such a fashion, you put your head down and you put your head down and you learn a lot of things, and definitely it will improvise the game, and they'll be happy to not repeat these mistakes going ahead in this tournament here. So with that said, 158 for 1 here, South Africa. 159 for 1, beg your pardon there. 158 for 1 after 14.2 overs here. Required 19 runs from 34 balls. And with this victory, I think South Africa can march into the semi-finals here. South Africa will become the second team to march into the semi-finals here, if I'm not wrong here. This time, a Yorker leg delivery, and it's just driven it towards the long on fielder. That will be just a single there. Beg your pardon there. I don't think the victory will confirm their position into the semi-finals, because I think India has a chance to get to 6 points if they win the remaining. India has a chance to get to 4 points if they win the remaining 2, and even West Indies has a chance to get to 4 points if they win the next game against India. So the India-West Indies clash is going to be crucial. But if Zimbabwe manages to win against South Africa, that will be done and dusted there. Here is Markram, all set to face Holder. This time a low full toss outside the off stump, and Markram drives it past the cover fielder there, and Hetmeyer running towards his right from the sweeper coverage, and there will cut the ball, and the batters will have sufficient time to come back for 2 runs here. And to all the folks who are watching in this stream on Sports Beyond Cancer, hope you're enjoying the stream. Also, please do drop in the feedback for the commentary and the stream, not just the commentary. Feel free to give us the feedback, because that will help us grow, that will help us realize the mistakes we make, and that will also help us realize what improvements we can make, and how we can come back stronger in a more better manner. So kindly drop in your feedback in the chat box there. Here is Holder, this time Yorker length delivery, wonderfully bowled, and Markram squeezes it out, and he's managed to squeeze it towards the long on region there. That will be a single here. Just 15 required from 31 balls here. Game over 1. Thank you so much for your message here. This is the best South Africa team we have ever had under Markram's lead, and I've been watching since Hansi Crony's captain the team. The coaching team must be feeling good. Definitely, hands down, agree to that. Probably one of the, if not the greatest, probably one of the. It definitely belongs on the top somewhere there. If not the topmost, it definitely belongs somewhere there because you need not. It's not about just the management. It boils down right since the start of this selection, the way they have selected the team, ensuring that all the resources are ticked in. It boils down to that day. Since that day, it has been the way they have formed this entire unit. They gel the entire unit, and also everybody knows what their role is, and that's what is main important. Because in a lot of teams, the players don't know what their role is exactly. But this South African team, everybody knows clarity of thought. They have a clarity of thought there because every person know what is expected of them and what they're supposed to do out there, and that's the main thing. As a player, if I'm a player, I would require clarity of thought given, and clarity of thought given by the management to me, and that's the reason I think everyone knows what their role is. They come and do the job. They're not dependent on others, and every single game you see some or the other person stand out and play such kind of knocks, and everyone knows what the kind of batting is, what the kind of style of play is, and each one adhering to the responsibility, and that's the way which champions are made, and no wonder South Africa is showing it out there. The best team we have seen. No wonder the game over 1-A. The selection is crucial. You are right. Definitely hats off to the selection committee there. They did not go for the big stars. I think that sometimes the selection committee ends up picking multiple stars who play the same kind of brand of cricketer, and they end up having a lot of stars covering the same kind of position here. But here we are seeing every single position is sorted, and every single player has a backup there. Just see at the bench there. The bench is exactly the kind of players who require to replace the current players in the squad if something happens to them, or if they are out of sorts, or something if they're out of form there. What a wonderful selection committee. Hats off to the selection committee, and hats off to the management here. Kind of resources, the kind of bowlers, even the likes of Markram, Stubbs can also bowl the off spinners. So a lot of potential out there. This time there's a review for the waist height no ball there. The ball was bowled a full toss. We'll have to wait for the third umpire's decision there. I think that should be a no ball here. That ball was I think just going above his waist there, and Rickleton's managed to cut it away towards the deep point region there for a single there. Thank you, John McLeod, for your message there. I'm not sure what that is, but thank you very much for dropping in the chat there. And I think that'll be a no ball there. There you go. The decision there coming in from the third umpire there. That'll be a no ball there, and that'll be a free hit there. And Romario Shepherd bowling that no ball. Beg your pardon, there 2 runs coming off the ball, and that'll be a no ball. And Rickleton is back on strike, so the field can't be changed now, as he'll have to come in and bowl to Ryan Rickleton. Just 11 runs coming required of 30 balls here. Here is Ryan Rickleton running in to bowl to Shepherd. Beg your pardon, Shepherd running into bowl to Ryan Rickleton. Beg your pardon there. And a wonderful ball, the Yorker there. Just within the wide guidelines there, away from the reach of Rickleton. Rickleton trying to squeeze towards the point region. They're missing the line and length of the ball. And that'll be a dot ball there. That's the kind of balls you need to bowl to this batters here. 40 of 24 for Ryan Rickleton. Can he get to his half century? He would love a half century here. He's batted beautifully after the fall of De Kock. He's managed and kept the run rate going here. 40 of 24. Here is Shepherd running in to Rickleton. Once again, a low full toss outside the off stump, and he sliced it away towards the sweeper cover region. There, no protection out there in the deep, and that's the freebie here. When you have no protection out there in the deep on the offside, and you're bowling a wide full toss outside the wide outside the off stump, all he had to do was open the slice of the bat, and he's sliced it away towards the sweeper cover boundary there. 4 runs there. What a wonderful shot there coming off the bat of Ryan Rickleton. A freebie on offer, and that sums up the day for West Indies. That sums up the day for West Indies here. Poor ball, no fielder protection out there in the deep, and a wide outside the off stump full toss here. 7 runs required from 28, just 6 required for Rickleton to get to his half century. Can he manage to get the big hit here and get to that 50 here? That will do the world of good for the confidence of Rickleton here. Here is Shepherd. This time a full toss, low full toss. He smashed it straight past the bowler there. That would have run away into the boundary there, but it's so straight there that it's gone and crashed into the stumps at the bowler's end there, and it ricocheted off the stumps, and the batters will only have the time to cross over for a single there. Wonderful shot, but unlucky, the stumps coming in play, and that'll just be a single here. And South Africa now 172 for 1 year. 171 for 1 year, beg your pardon there. And thank you so much for your message there, Gillian Home. I'm glad I found you. We'll be here for the next few games for sure. Thank you so much, Gillian Home, for that association, for being in an association with us for a long time here. Thank you so much. I hope you hit the subscribe button there and share it with your friends and family and the sporting communities there. Thank you so much here. Carl Jacob, thankfully you're back again once again. Was waiting for your message there since a long time here. West Indies soundly beaten, definitely West Indies soundly beaten, but that would do the world of good for me. I believe that would do a world of good because it's the right time to have a reality check. It's the right time to have a reality check here because this will definitely put their heads down. They will definitely put their heads down and go back home and do the post-mortem of what they did wrong. And definitely it's a big learning curve. Such kind of games are where the champions grow. Such kind of games are where the players mature into better players. And definitely today would have been a big learning curve there. And it rightfully came at this moment and not at some other moment in the semi-finals or the finals there. They should go back and definitely focus on what went wrong and how they can come back as better and a stronger unit and turn up as better players there. And this time a Yorker delivery outside into the batter there, and Markram squeezes it away towards the deep mid-wicket region there. That will be single there, just a 1 run there. Just 4 required of 26 balls here, and South Africa will be happy with the kind of brand of cricket they have been playing. They just had one scare in this tournament against the Afghanistan where they had to go through 2 super overs there, but they have come back stronger since then, and just 4 required of 26 balls here. This time a full toss once again. Ryan Rickleton for the second time in this over. He smashed it straight past the bowler, but once again it's crashed into the stumps there. That's the kind of straight drives he's been playing, straight exactly into the bowler stump there for the second time in the over. Ryan Rickleton has a smile on his face. Romario Shepherd has a smile on his face. Markram has a smile on his face. No wonder Dharmasena, the umpire, has a smile on his face for the second time in this over. A straight dive, a wonderful shot smashed into the stumps at the bowler's end here. And Ryan Rickleton once again, this time a beautiful Yorker just within the wide guidelines, and that will be a dot ball to end the over. And 2 missed out boundary opportunities there, and that will be 4 runs from 24 balls. The second time when the ball ricocheted off the stumps, the ball was still travelling away towards the mid-off region there, but the fielder there, I think Roman Powell, had to put the dive to stop the ball from running away into the boundary there. And unlucky there for Ryan Rickleton. Funny side of the game here. All the people out there in the middle looking at the funny side of things. Both the times hitting it so straight, he's only managed to hit it towards the stumps there. So that's the end of the over. 173 for 1. And Shahnaz Khan, thank you so much for your message there. Thank you for such a wonderful and kind message there. I'll be sticking with this channel because it's more than just cricket. We also loving the tennis commentary. Thank you so much, Shahnaz Khan. We are just learning to integrate the tennis commentary, and to just let you know, I'm not just a cricket journalist. I'm a sports journalist who's covered a lot of games across the globe, including the likes of the tennis Olympics, the Tokyo Olympics, beg your pardon. During the COVID times, I managed to cover the Tokyo Olympics and a lot of sports, the rugby leagues, the tennis leagues, be it grassroots, be it elite. But unfortunately, the issue with tennis is me streaming it online is I'm still unable to find right scoring platform, the tool platform to integrate with my streaming software. We are just learning on the go. Cricket is just a start, and definitely we'll learn on the go, and definitely we'll try to integrate some proper tennis scoring inputs to bring out the tennis games too. Thank you so much. We'll be doing a lot of games, including the likes of ice hockey, the like of the basketball, the like of the soccer. Soccer is one of the main things that I'm keenly working around during my free times. I'm trying to work around and bring some integration scorecards for the soccer. We'll definitely do it. It's just a start. We have just started. We are just in this journey. Every single day is a learning curve, and thank you for that message. That definitely makes me motivated to pursue tennis also, because thank you for the kind acknowledgement that you are loving the tennis commentary. Though this time a full toss once again, and Aiden Markram is smashed it past the bowler there. Holder puts his hand out and it deflects off his hand, but still runs away towards the side screen boundary there. 4 runs there. Wonderful shot there, and South Africa winning this game comfortably by 9 wickets. A huge victory for South Africa, winning this game by 9 wickets and 23 balls to spare here. That's a big big victory in this juncture of this game. Both the team were unbeaten before until this game here, but South Africa now continue to be the only unbeaten team in this contest here. The team to beat South Africa turn out to beat the team to beat in this competition, as West Indies faced defeat for the first time in this tournament here. Unlucky West Indies, they did not play, they were not up to the game here. They were always lagging behind in this game right since the third over when Rabada picked those 2 overs. So they were always lagging behind in this game, but the last few overs definitely giving them the hope. But as I said earlier, under the sun in this wicket, the average score in the first innings is close to 210 or 200, but they were well short, managing only 170. But nevertheless, a good learning curve here for West Indies and a great game here for South Africa. And what a wonderful knock here by and what a great knock here by Aiden Markram, 82 of 46, and Ryan Rickleton happy to play the second fiddle and scoring those shots, especially when he had to up the run rate there, and especially when he had to take on the bowlers there, scoring 45 unbeaten of 28 there. And Safia Khan, thank you so much. Well done, Proteas. Exactly, well done, Proteas there. I see a lot of Proteas and fans here. I hope you enjoyed the last game yesterday, the women's game yesterday, where the Proteas women put up 362, and then the Pakistan women came back and scored the 343. Did you ever imagine the Pakistan women's team coming back and scoring the 346 runs, especially when our South Africans had scored the 360 runs plus absolute contest there. I watched that game. I even streamed that game to some extent. Absolutely loved that game to the core, because it showed me true character of the Pakistan cricket team as well as the South African cricket team, and it showed not to give up till the end. And the Pakistan women, despite losing wickets, fought till the end, and they just fell 16 runs short of 362 there. So thank you so much there. And Safia Khan, wish you good health. Thank you so much for your concern, and thank you for all the good wishes there. Please ensure you hit the subscribe button before you drop out of the stream, because we'll be coming in back for the next game here. The India taking on Zimbabwe there, and Shahnaz Khan, 6-3-6-5. Formula 1 season is starting soon as well. Absolutely, Formula 1 is starting soon. I'm a big fan here too. I just have my racing simulation kit sitting right next to my PC here. Racing simulation kit, because just now I've come out of my battle with cancer, entered remission. I'm still sticking to get back to my racing simulation kit. It's a self-made racing simulation kit, not the expensive one, because I made it myself with the use of wood and all the waste particles and all the scrap that I had. Just went down to get a seat from the scrapyard, and definitely we'll be trying to cover the Formula 1 too, but it's definitely a slow progress here. We'll start with tennis and soccer, and gradually we'll evolve into a multi sports unit there. Definitely Shahnaz Khan will definitely look about doing the Formula 1 season 2. Game over 1A, extremely happy. Congratulations, you're happy with the win there, and well done, Proteas, proud of you. Gerhard Vanderberg, thank you so much, Gerhard Vanderberg, and hope you enjoyed the victory tonight. T Grey Host, thank you so much there, T Grey Host, once again the best commentary on the net. Don't forget before you go to press the like button and subscribe button. Love in the house. Thank you so much, T Grey Host, for always being a constant and having our back and supporting us all the way through. And thank you so much once again for requesting the other people. I think there are 139 people watching right now. I think only 22 or 23 have managed to hit the subscribe button there. If that 139 managed to hit the subscribe button, that would do the world of good. That will lift up my spirits to wake up tomorrow with better motivation, better purpose, because that's what we do love to see. We want to build a community here. Thank you so much there, Tigre Host. And Game Over 1A, once again, thank you so much, Game Over 1A, for being associated with us throughout the game. Great game, great commentary. See you soon with the India vs Zimbabwe. Definitely see you soon with the India vs Zimbabwe game. Just need to go take my dogs out for a walk, quick walk there, because I need to find the time to take my dogs for a walk. Have 3 dogs with me who have supported me during the cancer battles there, so need to take them out for a quick walk, and then we'll be back for the India versus Zimbabwe game. To all the listeners who have watched the stream on Sports Beyond Cancer here, kindly don't forget to hit the subscribe button there, and let's have a look at the scorecard here to all the folks who are just watching this game. Yes, there's a scorecard here for you. That's been the story so far. Aiden Markram unbeaten 89-82, and he's been as the player of the game. No wonder he's been as the player of the game. The kind of shots every single time Aiden Markram plays, no matter whichever tournament it is, I make sure I miss everything else in my life and sit and watch his game because it's a delight to my eyes. It's something soothing to my eyes. The kind of shots he plays, the kind of approach he has, the kind of mindset he has. Absolutely wonderful there. 82 of 46 balls, 178.26. No rash shots. Not trying to manufacture or force any shots. Absolutely textbook style, traditional style of cricket, and he still managed to bat at the rate of close to 200 and showing it out to the world that you do not play those fancy shots, you do not play those flash drives, you still can play proper cricketing shots in this format and bat close to the strike rate of 200 there. And Quinton de Kock, he batted beautifully. He struggled initially, but then he capitalized on the poor bowling of the West Indies there, and whenever they bowled short, he punished them, and he's scored 47 of 24, and he was the only wicket to fall with Roston Chase taking his wicket as he was holed out to Jason Holder in the long on region there. And then Ryan Rickleton comes down at number 3, and he's played a gem of a knock, batting with a strike rate of 160.71, playing the aggressive knock there and taking on the bowlers whenever the situation required, and he scored an unbeaten 45 of 28 balls there, 4 fours and 2 sixes for him, and that's the end of the story here. And only 1 wicket here for Roston Chase, and the rest of the Zimbabwe West Indies bowlers taken all across the park here at the Narendra Modi Stadium here in Ahmedabad here. And Shahnaz Khan, thank you so much for your message there, Shahnaz Khan. Thank you so much, and to all the folks who are watching us on Sports Beyond Cancer, I also request you, if you are on the Instagram handle, kindly do connect to us on the Instagram handle too, because there we drop in a lot of match insights and other insights in the form of reels, because we need to get the reach from the Instagram platform there. So if you're on the Instagram platform, please don't forget to follow me on the handle that's been provided at the bottom right corner, that is Saurabh_Chicharito. We are active on the Instagram handle, and there we're given a lot of inputs about the games, a lot of insights, because there we put in a lot of reels and stuff, because that gets us a lot of reach, and then we have a bigger community out there where we discuss sports, where we talk about sports, and where we share a lot of things about sports there, because it's easy to share on that platform there. So if you are there on the platform, kindly do join us on hit a follow button on the platform on Instagram there, Saurabh_Chicharito. Carl Jacobs, thanks for the commentary. Thank you so much, Carl Jacob. Unfortunate today, the West Indies couldn't go, the victory couldn't go in the West Indies way, but definitely they are going to come back stronger. They are definitely going to come back stronger and play better form, a better brand of cricket in the next game there. So with that said, hope you enjoyed the stream. Hope you all have hit the subscribe button there. I see 3 more people hitting the subscribe button. There are 100 people more currently watching the stream here. Kindly just do us a favor there. Just take 2 seconds of your life and hit that subscribe button there, because every single subscription will mean this world to me, a ray of hope to me in this battle against cancer. This is going to run for more than 1.5 years now. It's already been 2.5 years in the battle. Now I'm under remission, but I still have the wound open, a fresh wound on my back, so I'll have to go undergo multiple plastic surgeries, tissue reconstruction surgeries, so it's a long way to go. So thank you for being here, but please hit the subscribe button there, because only when we reach the 1,000 mark, that will help us receive funds from the advertisements, that will help us make some revenue from the ads on YouTube here. So it's extremely important for me to get those funds running to cater to my needs there. So kindly help us reach to the 1,000 mark there, and it will mean the world to me if you can manage to hit the subscribe button before you go there. So with that said, hope you enjoyed the stream. And Ramakrishna 2849, South Africa super patience, planning, well team, no tension, and on ground only, most balls they play, no chances, hitting up catch opportunity. Definitely Ramakrishna, thank you for your comment there. Hope you're spot on there. South Africa, they're extremely patient. That's what I said. More than patience, they play according to the circumstances. It's not important that you need to be patient there. What is more important is you just play. You take one ball at a time. Play according to the situation there. Play according to the kind of ball that's on offer there, and not try to and they do not try to get too ahead of time there. They do not try to think too ahead of time there. What is going to happen next? What is going to be? What are we going to do? They don't go playing those premeditated shots. They are taking one ball at a time, playing according to as per the circumstances, and playing just simple cricket. They are not playing some fancy cricket. They're just playing simple cricket, bowling in the right lengths, bowling in the right areas, bowling according to the plans, and then coming out with the bat. And you saw how traditional shots Aiden Markram starts playing right from the word go. And when you you make an error in line and length, he's there to punish you, and he punishes you in a manner that the shots looks pleasing and soothing to the eyes, because he's wonderful with the kind of shots and the kind of footwork he brings out there in the field. There, absolutely a delight to watch to any cricketing fan out there. And that said, thank you so much, Ramakrishnas out there. And that's the end of the story here. West Indies, South Africa winning the toss and putting West Indies into bat. West Indies were struggling at one stage, losing those 7 wickets for 77 runs, and then Romario Shepherd and Jason Holder, an 89-run partnership to rescue West Indies and take them closer to 176. And the West Indies definitely believed that they had managed to put a foot back into the game here, because they were looking at getting bundled out before 100 runs there. But Romario Shepherd and Jason held a gem of a knock here from both the batters there, both the all-rounders there, with Romario Shepherd notching up that 50 of the last ball of the innings there, off a French cut there. And then in reply, Aidan Markram just did not give West Indies a chance to even keep a step in the game there, because he started bashing the bowlers right from the word go. And definitely him and Deacock started punishing bowlers whenever they did erred in line, and no wonder they took the game away comfortably. And as I said earlier, this afternoon game in Ahmedabad is always a 200 plus run score, especially 210 plus run score if you're batting first. But 171 was an extremely below par score here, below the par by 30 runs there, 30 to 35 runs below par there, not 30, I think close to 40 runs there below par if you're considering 210 there. So definitely that would have been a big concern here. And South Africa capitalized on this kind of a surface, and they managed to put up 177. They managed to chase 177 with a loss of just 1 wicket, with 3.5 overs to go. So thank you so much there for staying tuned on Sports Beyond Cancer. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Hope you enjoyed the journey. And please don't forget to follow us, subscribe us both on both the platforms there. Hit the subscribe button on the YouTube there, and also hit the follow button on the Instagram handle there, because we discuss a lot of insights there. We share a lot of insights. There's 90-second reels there. A lot of insights and discussions happen over there too. So please be kind enough to share it with your friends and family, and to your sporting community and the sporting world, and to all the people whom who love and watch sports out there. Thank you so much there. Ryan Matthews, would you be here for the next game? Definitely Ryan Matthews will be in here for the next game, but we'll be starting it out in a new stream, because I wanted to take it along as a new window where we push out the new window where we put out the thumbnail of the India versus Zimbabwe game. We'll just need to go and take my dogs for a walk. I have 3 dogs to take care of, and we'll just come back as soon as possible, and we'll start the stream as soon as possible. Probably I'll be here at 7 p.m. IST, just when the game starts here. Ryan Matthews, thank you for confirming that if I'll be covering the next game. Of course, we'll be covering the next game. It's a big game for India, and definitely we'll be waiting to see a good contest here, because a Chennai wicket, and it will definitely favor the Zimbabwean bowlers. So it's going to be a good contest. Allowed to watch a good banter between bat and ball, and definitely we'll be covering the game there. Thank you so much for confirming that, Ryan Matthews. Hope to see you on that stream here. And to all the people out there, 83 people who are still online there, I think it's time for me to bid goodbye on the stream. We'll be back on at 7 p.m. covering the Zimbabwe versus India game live from the MA Chidambaram Stadium in Chennai. Hope you like the stream, and kindly drop in a feedback in the channel or on my Instagram handle. Like most people have been dropping feedback and giving me motivation to see through this battle with cancer. Kind messages, extremely so kindful of you, extremely so sweet of you to drop those messages on my Instagram handle. Extremely heartfelt messages meant the world to me, because it definitely makes me believe back in life, believe back in living life, because at one point of time I thought, what's the purpose of living this life, because I've been battling cancer for such a long time at the age of 33. But thank you so much. It meant the world to me. It definitely lifted my spirits, definitely makes me believe in life again, and to continue and see life in the most positive spirits here. And this is Saurav Vitramurthy. I'll be signing off. Please ensure you hit the subscribe button there, and hopefully we'll be back here. Hopefully a lot of the people will be back here for the next stream too. Thank you so much there.